Young niggas run the streets. My 40 cal on me, stick it right between the seats. A mirror jeans pudgy. New Versace sneakers out your budget. Off-white jacket. Fuck niggas can't touch me. Hustle hard, I got plaques out. Today I wanna bring a couple racks out. Hotline bling beating packs out. A fish on my line. Finally got them spitting stacks out. So what I did, swipe that motherfucker till it maxed out. The boy from the ghetto, I learned to kick the table when I wanna shake the jello. The word on the streets, I got them bags for the LO. No talking in the sheets, I play these hoes like a cello. Hello, I kick more shit and got more flavor. I be ducked off, somewhere exclusive with no labels. You can see me in the room where the money getting made. I just paid $50 for a dope boy fade. I stayed down on my hustle, ran the racks up. I finally got my shit kicking. I was down bad, fucked up and scuffed up. All I do is eat chicken. We set the tones in the streets. Real niggas made bones in the streets. You focus on your shit, watch that money go up. It ain't too many of them out here that's fucking with us.
Crosstown born like Saddam, but a big human. Straps in every palm, need an octopus to get to him. Chopper with the drum off his head, Takashi lips loose. Ghost possess the bomb, I'm alarm, how this shit move. I died, came back and bought pressure. Your blow fell off, it lost self. Me back boss, a go-getter. In the transport, gotta eat that cost, I know better. Elemental shit, I just flow through the building. Gucci loafed up, got the hate on kill him. Pickpocket flow, so the hoes gon' feel him. When your blanket moving slow, it's like the panoramic cannon. You can think you kinda smart, think you floating on the wave. Till you find yourself floating in the ocean with fillets. Package goes to custom plug from Kuwait. No need to know the language, I just know I'm getting paid.
I stayed down on my hustle, ran the racks up. I finally got my shit kicking. I was down bad, fucked up and scuffed up. All I do is eat chicken. We set the tones in the streets. Real niggas made bones in the streets. You focus on your shit, watch that money go up. It ain't too many of them out here that's fucking with us.
Yo, it's your boy Marita Boy. I'm back up in this thing, man. I'm back with another one. When you thought it wasn't gonna be no another one. Shout out to FIBJ, man, for the slang. I told y'all the only thing been slowing me down is I've been working, but goddamn it, it's Thanksgiving and I'm off, motherfucker. So we finna get into it this morning. Shout out to nephew for real, yo. God damn it, we finna get into it. Listen, man, listen. I went live last night for a little bit, about 2 hours and a half, almost 3. Got me a little bit of sleep. Woke up. I got some shit on my mind, goddamn. So I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I gotta go live. If I wasn't working all these jobs, I would be going live more, as you can see. When I get my little free time, I'm back on your ass. I'm back on your ass like booty hell. Now, I'm back like herpes. Now check this out, man. Check this out, man. I've been scouring these YouTube screens. And man, listen. The Polo G Trench Baby situation is worse than we thought. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about Jamie Foxx with his alleged sexual assault. They say Jamie Foxx double impacted a lady, man. They say he had 2 fingers, you know what I'm talking about, and he double impacted. That's the PG-13 version of it, you know, because I know we got women on here and we might, you know what I mean, it might be a sensitive trigger warning situation. And I don't, you know, I get explicit, but I gotta try to get my shit together, man, because YouTube, you know, they already on my head, on my tail. So I have to start talking like that gremlin. You know that you ever seen Gremlins 2, the new batch, that smart gremlin, the one with the glasses, talking like he spoke the Queen's English. Why y'all never? So that's how I gotta start talking on YouTube. It seems like, because you know what I mean, you talk YouTube, they own to me, dog. I mean, I be talking like I'm at a cookout, you know, I'm talking about with my family members, you know what I'm saying, playing spades and drinking liquor, you know, I'm talking about, and smoking weed. YouTube like, nah, Marie, you gotta simmer that shit down, boy. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta tighten up, dog, because I be going ham. I be talking to y'all like regular, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta get these coins, man. YouTube been on my back. So, and I'm on probation right now. I'm on probation. But I'm gonna get off in a little bit. I'll be off in a little bit, y'all. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But we're gonna talk about the Jamie Foxx situation. We also gonna talk about Boosie versus Rod Wave, man. I'm from Florida, and if you're from Florida, most likely you are a Rod Wave fan. Shout out to them Pinellas County boys, St. Pete. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Bart Fry, Winky Wright. You know what I'm saying? I've been through Pinellas a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple people out there. You know what I'm saying? St. Pete's on the other side of Tampa. If y'all don't know, it's pretty much like Tampa Twin City or Tampa cousin or whatever. It's got nice beaches. St. Pete got some very beautiful beaches. You know what I'm saying? It's on the Gulf Coast of Florida. And it's like Tampa's little brother. I'm gonna say it like that. St. Pete is like Tampa's little brother. What's up, Presto Kenny? Yo, it's like Tampa's little brother. And Boosie and Rod Wave been beefing because. Okay, so first I'm gonna say this. The young people in Florida love Rod Wave, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Rod Wave is like the emo singer. You know what I'm saying? He is the struggle singer. You know what I'm saying? He is the gangsterhood struggle singer. You know, if you depressed or if you're going through some stuff in your life, trust me, Rod Wave got a song for you. You feel what I'm saying? He got some uplifting songs. He got some songs that make you feel like you're not alone when you're going through your darkest hours. And I like Rod Wave. Rod Wave is very talented. Rod Wave is big, and Rod Wave, in my opinion, I'm a pretty good judge of talent. Rod Wave is going to be bigger. Rod Wave as a songwriter would be amazing. And I could tell that because how he puts his songs together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, nephew, for real. Shout out to SLK TV, something like Clout Inglewood. Something like you, nephew, for real. I see the same thing. You too, Kenny Presto. You very talented as well. But Rod Wave, when I listen, I'm telling you, I should be an A&R, bro. I'm very good at spotting talent. And listening to people who got talent. I can spot it really good, really well. Because that's one of the things I'm good at. One of the things I'm good at is I'm good at surrounding myself with people who good at shit that I'm not good at. That's a skill. That's how I became a foreman in a $4 billion construction company and didn't know how to swing a hammer, didn't know how to paint. Still don't know. I don't know how to paint, swing a hammer, plumbing, electrician. I don't know how to do none of that shit. And I was the boss of all these people who actually know how to do that shit. And I was getting the shit done. You feel what I'm saying? That's a skill. And just like the president, when the president become the president, what he do? He build a cabinet, foreign policy, economic, infrastructure. He get people around him that's good at these things, who know these things. We could all see that Donald Trump didn't know a damn thing about nothing. And he was the president for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my skills. I'm good at surrounding myself with people who good at things that I'm not good at. I'm a very much so a team player. But also the underlying skill in that is being able to spot people who are good at these things. And I can spot talent. Rod Wave would be a great songwriter. He could write songs for other people. I don't know if you're doing any right for other people now, but I'm just saying, I definitely would. If I was in Rod Wave camp, I would definitely be pushing him to write songs for other people as well as do his own music, depending on how fast he could write songs. If you could write songs very, very fast, then hell yeah, you need to be a songwriter. You know what I'm saying? And you can continue with your career. But Boosie done kind of got into a beef with Rod Wave because Boosie is alleging that Rod Wave used some of Boosie's old music and lyrics. Well, it was pretty much the lyrics. Because I done heard these songs from Rod Wave. My daughter and my son love Rod Wave. Listen, let me tell you something. Love him. That's how I know that the younger generation in Florida love him. I'm talking about to death. You know what I mean? Like Rod Wave is Florida royalty. Rod Wave is like Kodak. Yeah, hell yeah. Rod Wave is in the same bracket as Kodak. You feel what I'm saying? To the Florida natives. You know what I'm saying? But Boosie is alleging that Rod Wave used some of his lyrics in some of his songs. And they've been beefing about that. And Boosie wants to become compensated. He wants to be paid for Rod Wave using his songs. His Rod Wave using his lyrics. Now, I'm going to get into it real quick because it's probably going to be the quickest topic that we talk about. Is Boosie right? Yes. Yes, Boosie's right. Clear, straight up, he's right. I listened to the song. I listen to Boosie, or I used to listen to Boosie a lot, so I knew the song. Rod Wave definitely used Boosie's lyrics. I mean, he used them bitches word for word. Dear God, I thank you for everything you gave to us. Kept the devils away from us. Made a way for us. That shit up. Rod Wave used that bitch word for word. Not only that, I done been riding with my daughter numerous times, and she definitely is a Rod Wave fan. You know what I'm saying? And my son is too, but my daughter is, she heavy into music. She know every new song, every new artist, the underground ones. When I be riding with her, I be, hey baby, put me up on the new music. You know what I'm saying? She keep me up on the popping new songs and new artists and stuff like that. Rob 49 and Boss Man D-Lo and all these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting older, so you know some of these new artists slip past me. Not my children, so I just holler at them, and I be liking a lot of the new artists they be up on too. They be fine, you know what I'm saying? But when I listen to a lot of those Rod Wave songs, he definitely uses other people's lyrics. It's sort of how Drake do. You know how Drake could use somebody else? Drizzy, back up in the bitch when what's happening. All about my paper when I scratch it. You know how he used Soldier Boy, how he used everybody. Drake uses everybody. Jay-Z do too. Jay-Z was the king of this shit. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer. You remember when they boys came out with that shit saying Jay-Z used to do that? Yes, Jay-Z was big doing that. But Rod Wave is too. Now I'm gonna say this: Rod Wave Boots song is way better than Bootsy's song. I'm talking about way better. Not only that, when Rod Wave take these people lyrics and make them his own songs, man, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, dog. Them bitches sound good. I maybe it's just because I'm Florida. I'm a Florida guy. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all from different geographical areas in the world. So y'all let me know. Even if you might, some of y'all probably don't even know Rod Wave, but I'm from Florida, so it's kind of close to home. But the young man is talented. He can sing very well. He can put his songs together very well. And I like when I hear Rod Wave songs. Can you imagine hearing a song that is already sound pretty good to you, and then inside the song is about 4 or 8 bars from a song that you already know from back in the days, and it was one of your jams. So it kind of like adds to, and then of course he'll use about 8 bars or 4 bars, and then he'll put his own rest of the bars with it. But still, and yet they're still somebody else's bars. You talking to somebody who was signed twice. I was signed twice. I was registered through BMI. So I understand the importance of being paid for your intellectual property. And knowing what I know about intellectual property and copywriting and all that, I don't know everything, but what I do know is Rod Wave is guilty. You can fucking get sued just for using somebody's flow. You know what I'm saying? Just the cadence of the way that they made a song. You could change the words, but use the same flow. You can get sued for that. You know what I'm saying? Let alone using the exact same words verbatim. So is Boosie correct? Yes, he's correct. He's 100% correct as far as like, did Rod Wave use Boosie's music without Boosie's permission? And did he not compensate Boosie? Yes. But it's a gray area here. And we're going to get into it. It's alleged that the song that Rod Wave actually used is not owned by Boosie. It's owned by Trill Entertainment, which is Boosie's former record label, Turkey Mail. So would Rod Wave owe Boosie or would he owe Turkey Mail? I don't know. I think I could see in situations where he would owe both of them. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how the paperwork rolled out. You know, it depends on the Boosie get the publishing or what was his deal with Trill Entertainment. I don't know. But the fact still remains that Rod Wave use these songs without permission from Trill ENT or Boosie. Not only that, Rod Wave done did this to more artists than just Boosie. I mean, Rod Wave album be littered with lyrics from other rappers, other singers. He'll use singles too. Like, but it always be like older shit, older jams. You know what I'm saying? He'll do that. And he been doing it for a long time. Nobody called him out on it until now. Boosie called him out on it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think nobody even attempted to sue him for it. But Boosie said he's gonna sue Rod Wave for using his lyrics. Now I'm gonna say this. I know why Boosie doing it. Well, I know why I think Boosie's doing it. Before I get in there, I'm gonna say Rod Wave responded, and Rod Wave said that, look, man, Boosie, what you got going on? You ain't got to sue me. All you got to do is call me, and me and you can link up, and I'll pull up with a check for you. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up with a bag for you. You ain't got to sue me. You know what I'm saying? Just make it a number, and I'll pull up with the number. Basically saying, I got bread. Like, we ain't even got to go through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I took your shit. Yeah, I owe you some money. Just call me, and we'll get it together, and we'll make sure you get compensated for that. That's a slippery one right there. Let me tell you why that's a slippery one. It's a lot to unpack with that. Yeah, you saying that now because I done said what I done said and I done call a spade a spade. But you might be lightweight trying to flex on me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it sounded like Rod Wave was a little upset when he was saying it, but I do believe he was serious about Boosie pulling up and getting the check. But the way, the optics of it, if I'm Boosie, I ain't going for it. And I'm gonna tell you why I ain't going for it. You took my shit, and when I call you out for taking my shit, you trying to make it like, him, nigga, get this little money and get the fuck on. You're trying to little boy me. And if I just come over to if I just come out, if I call you and then you call me over and I get the money that you finna give me, it's like I'm begging. It's like I'm Oliver Twist. Please, sir, some more porridge, please, sir. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga. No, let me tell you, men, we very big on alphaness. You know what I'm saying? We very big on call niggas call me, on come to niggas come to me. We very big on the optics of looking the weaker person in a situation. And at the end of the, and it might, it's sometimes, a lot of times it don't even be that serious. A lot of times, you know what I mean? It's just the way the situation happens. Shout out, how you doing, Mr. Nail? A lot of times it's the way the simple situation happens. Boosie really wants the money. But if you ask me to come, if you tell me to come get my money in a condescending way, I'm going to say fuck you, and I'm going to still be mad, and I'm going to figure out a way to make you the bitch, and I'm not the bitch. You feel what I'm saying? This is how this goes, right? So if I'm Boosie, I'm kind of not going along with it because first, and then another thing, the money that I probably could get by suing you for you using my shit, it's probably gonna be way more money than you gonna pull up with for me with. You feel what I'm saying? You might try to give me $100,000, $200,000. It's a lot of money to somebody like me, but it might not be a lot of money compared to how much Boosie could get in court because he does have a solid case. I mean, it's word for word that he took Boosie's music. Now, I don't think Rod Wave had to take Boosie's music. I think he did it more as it fit with the song, and it was like a paying homage. That's what I think, because Rod Wave done came out and said he definitely was a Boosie fan. And if y'all remember not, the old Boosie was the king of the struggle songs. Boosie was the king of the struggle songs in the hood. I know this because I had a friend at a family that was going through a lot of personal issues when he was a young teenager, and all he used to listen to was Boosie. Boosie was his favorite artist because Boosie made him feel not so alone when he was going through his personal issues. And he told me this, you know what I'm saying? So, and I remember these times, and I used to listen to Boosie with him, you know what I'm saying, at that time. And I used to see how Boosie used to help him get through Boosie's music, used to help him get through his darkest hours sometimes. You know, it was times that boy wanted to give up on life and everything, and listening to Boosie helped him. Same way, sort of like Tupac. I used to rap Tupac songs when I was in lockdown in jail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For real. I used to rap Tupac songs, you know what I'm saying? And it used to make me get through it. I'm knocking busters on their backs in my cell thinking, hell, I know one day I'll be back. As soon as I touch down, I told my girl I'll be there, so prepared to get, you know what I'm saying? Like those type songs. And Rod Wave definitely was influenced by Boosie. So I don't think he did it as like needed to do it or had to do it. I think it was more like it fit with the songs. It's paying homage. It sounded good. I'm a Boosie fan. I think that's what it was. But was he wrong? Hell yeah, he was wrong. Hell yeah, he was wrong. He was supposed to get in contact with Boosie or Boosie's team or Trill Entertainment or Trill NT's team, and he was supposed to get that cleared before they put that song out. And I think Rod Wave is on Alamo, and Alamo is under Warner. So I don't even understand. I seen somebody else talking about this on YouTube. I don't even understand how they allowed Rod Wave to put those songs out without getting those songs cleared. Like Rod Wave does this a lot of his songs. You know what I'm saying? So is Boosie correct? Yes, Boosie is correct. Rod Wave owes Boosie or Trillion T. He owes somebody some money for using them lyrics. And when you're an artist, I'm gonna say this too. I used to pray a motherfucker use my shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I got registered through BMI. Oh Lord, I was praying. I was praying for somebody to use my shit because I was gonna sue the piss out of them. You know what I'm saying? Especially a big artist. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice payday. I'm just keeping it real. It's a nice payday, and these rules are in place for a reason. It makes it to where nobody can rip off your intellectual property, and you get compensated for your artwork. You feel what I'm saying? It's a necessary thing. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I mean, like you just imagine you sat and man, some of them songs. Listen, let me tell you something. I could write some songs. I could write quickly. Some songs I could write like 30 minutes, an hour. Other songs take me days. I done had it. Well, I done had it. Well, it's done took me days to write a song. I'm talking about days. Sometimes you get writer's block. Sometimes you know that this beat is so hard that you got to take your time, you know what I'm saying, and cook this motherfucker right. Just right. Sometimes when you listen to the beat, it just comes to you really quickly and it just flow out you. It depends. But all of that shit is work. Let me tell y'all something. When I used to, I'm very good at writing. I can still write now. When I used to write songs, I used to go on like 16, 17 hour writing binges. know what I'm saying? This is when I didn't have a job. This is when I was hustling. I was in the streets, early 20s. And I would smoke weed and I would get my pen and my pad, you know what I'm saying? And I would just write, and I might even be on pills. I might be on like X or some shit. And I just write, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be in the trap. I'll be in my own trap and I'll be in that bitch just listening to beats and I'll write all night. I write all night, all night. I write like 8, 9 songs. Or either verses. You know what I'm saying? Then when I used to go to the studio, I had a book bag. I had that bitch so full of notepads and shit till when I heard a beat, I could go through my notepads and I could put a verse here and I could take this verse from off there and put it off here. I take this bar and put it over here. And I had a lot of shit. I would never think of a bar and not write it down, because once you don't, you might forget it. You know what I'm saying? So I would just, if the bar sounded good, I would write it down. And I had done got so good to where I could write about a good, you know how they say some people don't write? I could do that too. But it took time. It took like practice. It took years. You know what I mean? It took years to get that way. But I can write about 16 bars in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll say one, I'll come up with a bar. You know what I mean? Dude walk down the street, he got a Glock on it. You know what I'm saying? Dude walk down, he got a Glock on it. And I just keep saying it in my head, and then I come up with the next bar. Dude down the street, got a Glock on it, got a Glock on it. You know what I'm saying? And then I keep saying those 2 bars over and over and over in my head. I used to do it at work. And then I'll be putting it together. And I build on it, but I keep saying them. I keep saying them. I keep saying them. I keep saying them. I keep adding the bar, adding the bar, adding the bar, adding the bar, adding the bar. And before you know it, I got 16. But it'll take me a while to do it, though. It'll take me probably about, it depends if I'm feeling it, but it'll take probably about a couple hours. That's if I'm doing something and I don't got no pen or no pad or nothing like that. And I just, But back to what I was saying. Is Boosie wrong for what he's doing? No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He may be wrong about the way he's going about it, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Another question. Why is Boosie doing this to Rod Wave, and why is he doing it now? Because I'm pretty sure he already knew that Rod Wave had done this. Because the song that Rod Wave did this in it's not a new song. He's been done this. And I feel like I know why. Boosie is facing prison. He got caught with a weapon out in out in California. And if you pay attention, he's been going harder at Ghazi for the situation with Young Blue, and he wants to get compensated for that. Boosie is doing what hood dudes do when they feel like they finna go do a bid. I done seen this before. Know what I'm saying? I done seen this before, and he's consolidating everything so that he can hunker down and prepare himself for having to do a bid. They say Boosie faced about 15 years, and given Boosie's history with law enforcement, his disdain for law enforcement, his candidness about his disdain for law enforcement, and the things that he said publicly over the years to taunt and poke fun at certain groups or certain organizations, he definitely has a target on his back. So I wouldn't doubt that they're going to give him a lot of time, or the max, or close to the max, for this case that he's fighting. We saw that the state dropped his case as soon as he walked out of the courtroom thinking he's finna go home. The feds was right there waiting on him to put him in jail. Held him in jail without a bond for an extended period of time. All type of stuff. You could tell that they have axe to grind with Boosie. So I think Boosie knows this. Maybe Boosie's attorney done been, giving him legal advice and letting him know how the situation looking. But I'm telling you, if you watch how Boosie's moving like somebody that feel like he's finna go to jail for a little bit of time, and he's consolidating all his assets, or he's collecting from everybody that owes him on the streets so that he can hunker down and ride this bid out. If y'all remember when Boosie went to jail for the murders, Boosie got out and said that he lost everything, house, everything. Boosie said he had nothing. So I think he's remembering that, and he's trying to make sure that he could sustain himself and probably his house and things of that nature while he's incarcerated. Because I don't know if he's gonna get incarcerated, but I think he feels like he's gonna get incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got that big mansion. You know, I'm sure the light bill and yard work and utilities and the amenities in there, the cable, the Wi-Fi, the water, you know, all of that. I'm pretty sure that shit is expensive. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real. Boosie is a legendary Southern rapper who makes most of his money still off doing shows and doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boosie at his age works too hard for his money, being how long he been in the game. Boosie is somebody, don't get it twisted, he's a hustler. But if I want to be honest and pay attention to what Boosie got going on, Boosie's somebody that ain't level up. Boosie should be, it's no way that Yo Gotti should be a bigger boss than Boosie. Yo Gotti came after Boosie. Boosie should have been able to leverage his celebrity and been able to create businesses to where he doesn't have to rap or do shows. You see what I'm saying? But maybe that's all he knows. If you listen to his brother talk, Boosie really don't got a business mind like that. He got a lot of character issues that hinder him in having business. You know, he's kind of selfish. He's kind of jealous. You know, he doesn't want to see other people. This is allegedly. He doesn't want to see other people shine. And I tend to believe that. I don't know for a fact, but I tend to believe that. And the reason why I tend to believe that, because the proof is in the pudding. I've seen him have artists, and I have not seen one artist that Boosie had that blew up, except Young Blue. That's it. Out of all the years, out of all the artists he had, out of all the artists say the same thing about Boosie. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I know people who know Boosie, and I've heard stories. I've had a chance to meet Boosie several times. My daughter done met Boosie. Boosie be through Orlando like he owned that motherfucker. I'll tell you no lie. Go through the hood and everything. I know people that know Boosie, and I done heard stories. And Boosie is a tyrant. I'm just keeping it real. He's a tyrant, y'all. When I heard his brother go on DJ Academics and talk about him, I knew when he was talking about Boosie's character, he wasn't lying. Because these are stories that I had already heard for years. He slapped his DJ when the DJ messed up the music on Wild and Out. Y'all don't remember when Boosie went on Wild and Out and the music didn't play? Y'all remember that? That was in Orlando. I was invited to go. My boys went. I got partners who know Boosie. My boys went with Boosie. Know what I'm saying? But I didn't go. You know what I mean? They invited me a couple times. You know what I'm saying? When they leave, I be having to trap them myself when I was in the streets. So I be happy for them to leave. You feel me? Oh, y'all go hang with Boosie, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go head on, bitch. I'm finna get all this money. I got money. Like the lady said on Set It Off. You know what I mean? I get all the customers, bitch. Everything. So y'all go hang out with Boosie. So, but my boy told me that Boosie slapped the shit out that DJ in the back. You know what I mean? Like when she got off stage and went in the back, Boosie slapped that damn DJ down. They say you heard that shit. Now, can you imagine being a grown man in a situation like that and another grown man slapping you? He didn't punch him, y'all. He slapped him backstage of Wild 'N Out in Orlando in front of everybody, in front of the women that was there, in front of the celebrities that was there, in front of the comedians that was there, in front of my boy and them, the entourage. Man, they say Boosie slapped that man so goddamn hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you watch Boosie, it slip out sometimes. If you watch Boosie interact with people, the me, the not being so humble. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but it slips out. Now, don't get it twisted. People like him, let me tell you how they do. They nice to you for a second, and then they mean to you for a second. It's like a yo-yo effect. So I'm pretty sure it's people that can say good things about Boosie. You know, you can see Boosie by the kids, the cars, and all this shit. And it's like, yeah, he's a good guy. All right. Sometimes they people be good guys. Sometimes they be bad guys. That's from the story that I heard. That's just how Boosie is. You know, so I feel like Boosie is doing all of this shit to collect money because he doesn't know how long he gonna have to sit down for, and he's trying to make sure that he got enough money consolidated to ride out the winter, so to speak. And is Rod Wave going to have to pay Boosie? I don't know, but he's going to have to pay somebody, because if you use that people's song, you see that shit crippled goddamn Robin Thicke when he used that. I think it was Marvin Gaye. That hey, good girl, I know you want it. I know you want it. This shit, you ain't heard too much from Robin Thicke since then, and that song was bigger than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to compensate. He gonna have to compensate somebody. Now let me tell you the clincher with this shit though. How about we got Boosie did the same shit though? Boosie, I got it right here. Boosie, they gonna flag me, but fuck it. Boosie, oh no, he tripping. Boosie, sampled. Let's see who it was he sampled. Keith Sweat. Let's play it. Okay, now let's hear Boosie's version. So there you go. There you go right there. You got Boosie being a hypocrite again. You know what I'm saying? You got Boosie being a hypocrite again. And, you know, but is it business? Yeah, it's business. It's business. It's business. I mean, is it personal? It could be, but it's still business. If you sample my shit, I'm suing you. I don't give a fuck. And it ain't about whether I don't like you or not. It's about that you took my shit and you didn't go through the proper channels to get it cleared or to get my consent to do it or to compensate me for doing it. And I want that bad. I want that bad. If y'all remember Lil Flip came out with Game Over when he had the Super Mario Brothers beat in it? That bitch was hard. That Super Mario Brothers sample in it, that shit crippled Lil Flip. After he got sued for all that money, Lil Flip career was never the same. It's somebody else who ended up having to give a big rock star 90% of the money. I think it was Sting. Somebody used Sting's song or somebody. It was one of them rock and roll songs, but it was a black artist, a rapper that used it. And they ended up having to give the original artist like 90% of the revenue from the song. So it's a sticky situation. But is Boosie right? Yes. Does Rod Wave owe somebody? Yes. Would I do what Boosie's doing? Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want that bag. Listen, I got songs now that's old as fuck. And they on YouTube and they on what they call this shit? Apple Music and all of that shit there. I can't wait till somebody use that motherfucker. That's gonna lift me out of working these 3 jobs. Goddamn it. Take that motherfucker. And I'm gonna wait till you blow up with that motherfucker. What's up, nephew?
Hey, Uncle Marita, what's happening, man? Good morning.
What's happening?
Shit, I'm listening to what you're talking about with this Rod Wave and this Boosie.
Yeah, what you think?
I think you're right with what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
and I can understand where Boosie coming from.
Mm-hmm.
But Boosie is too big of an artist to be moving like this.
Okay. Talk to us, nephew.
So that song, what's the name of the song? Got Rod Wave sample. It's called what? Long Journey?
Long Journey. Yep.
So Long Journey was sampled, and he used the lyrics from a song from a record that Boosie had dropped when?
Long time ago.
Right. So, long time ago. And it was a hit back then.
It was all right.
Okay. And it was able to get him to where he's eventually ended up being today.
Facts.
So at the time when he had dropped that record, he had a choice to make. He could either keep his publishing or he could sell his publishing and get like $250,000 and put it back into his label, into the music.
Okay.
But he chose the other way. He sold his publishing. He's not even a credited songwriter on that record.
Okay then.
So what does that mean?
He's not owed a dime.
And whoever is owed that money, as a matter of fact, the accredited songwriter is actually somebody who either is at Warner or is under one of the companies, the labels that Warner had ended up buying.
Okay.
And joint venture partnering with.
Okay. So you look this up, nephew?
Yeah.
Okay then. So let's go with it. If that's the case, Boosie making himself look crazy as hell out here. and I'm gonna say this. If that is the case, he's supposed to be running the Rod Wave to get that bag. Whatever Rod Wave talk about paying him that he don't owe him, technically. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because Rod Wave did go public and say, man, he said he just pull up on him. He'll give him a bag. He ain't got to sue him.
So basically now Rod Wave would be paying. As a matter of fact, he probably paid the dude who bought the publishing way more than he would probably pay Boosie.
Facts.
Because essentially what this is, right? When you sell your publishing, it's essentially a stock, right? So whoever I sell my publishing to my song, right? That means they're essentially betting on my song to be sampled 15, 20 years from now.
Facts.
And whoever had bought that stock of the publishing that Boosie had dropped, they hit the lotto. They got a bag.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, Kitty?
Yo, what's good, y'all?
What's good? How you feel about the Boosie and the Rod Wave beef about the credit Boosie owing Rod Wave for the song?
I kind of agree. Well, first off, shout out to the chat. What's up, nephew?
Straight up.
And salute to Marita boy.
Salute.
I agree, man. I agree, bro. If it's your work and you created that content, I mean, anybody, a painter will feel slighted by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's mine. What the fuck? You know what I was going through when I created this?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand it from that realm, but right is right. So if we talking about from a legal standpoint, and Boosie did not own the masters at the time this record was produced, which means he would have been on with CeeLo them. I can't remember. It was so long. He was with CeeLo and Turk and Mel.
Yeah.
He was with Turk and Mel them then. Yeah. CeeLo was a little bit further back. So what like nephew said, if they own those masters, then man, Boosie, you just
it's the publishing.
The publishing, right. The publishing.
He out here tweaking if he own shit.
Right, you just make yourself look crazy, bro.
Bro. And you make yourself, and I'm gonna say this too. It brings validity to what his brother said. I don't know if y'all saw his brother go on DJ Academics and discuss the situation between Young Blue Boosie, but
Yeah, I saw that.
his brother was pretty much saying that Boosie doesn't understand really the business side of the music industry, and this is kind of adding to that if he doesn't own the publishing and is out here going public telling people that Rod Wave need to pay him. You know what I'm saying, bro? You don't even understand. You don't even own your publishing, bro. Like, that's crazy. How you gonna direct my career and you don't even understand the business? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
And it's like we love Boosie so much. Like the people love Boosie, so we gonna ride for Boosie. And it just seemed like now more than ever he's abusing that ability.
He is. Yep.
If we look back at Boosie track record, bro, truth be told, he done sampled. I mean, besides the Key Sweat shit, bro done sampled by 6 Tupac songs.
I'm telling you.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
But in that same light, he was under a label
Which was all clear.
I heard Academic mention this. Yes,
Right.
and every single one of those records are cleared.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So that's what what you said earlier, Marita boy. Rod, you had a major label, man. I doubt that those people dropped the ball and let this track go out uncleared.
Facts, because
there's no way.
It's gonna cost them money too. So
Yep.
hell no, they ain't gonna do that. This is what a label does. This is part of what they do. They make sure that
the person who Boosie sold his publishing to is under the same label that Rod Wave is signed to.
And that would have made it easier for them to go on and shoot him a couple dollars, and you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? That's even easier. He with us, so we could just write him a little bit of check. Yeah. Right. We ain't even got to negotiate too much of them because he up on us anyway. You know what I mean?
Hey, this is what I was saying earlier, real quick before I go, Marita. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Boosie's pretty old, right?
Yeah.
And he's been out since he was like 15 years old. He's one of those artists that's been rapping since he was 15, right?
Yeah.
This guy has 2 sets of publishing. That's what I was just arguing with my friends. I say, bro, y'all don't remember when he was the youngest of the camp?
Yep.
He was signed with a completely different label then. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So
he actually got about 3. He actually got about 3 because he got.
Oh, yeah. You might be right, but yeah.
Yeah, because he got the one where he got now. He got this new catalog that he got now on the Badass. Then he got the one on the Trill, and then he got the one when he was youngest of the camp.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, damn, Boosie. But do y'all agree with me when I think that Boosie trying to get all this money because he feel like he might have to go sit down for a while?
Oh yeah, when you said that, boy, you lit a light in my head. I was like,
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And he is moving like one of them dudes that's gonna get ready to go sit down, man.
If I had to guess too, that subdivision that he building on his property or whatever, if I had to guess, Boosie finna rent them bitches out or sell them, you know what I'm saying? So he can, that's revenue too. That's what I think going down. You feel what I'm saying? In order to live there, you're gonna have to pay, you're gonna rent to own or you're gonna rent or however it go. But I believe that's what he's doing as well. He creating a community on his own property and he gonna make money off of it. That's what I think.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a smart idea. Yeah. I had an idea to do that if I ever hit the lotto, but I was gonna do it for my family, like all of my family members. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna, the ones that's financially able. Hey man, y'all can rent on these houses from me, and we all gonna stay here in this community. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna be our community. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to build right now. I got a guy who works for me right now. He a painter. He stay in the back. He stay in the back of my lot right now. He got 2 RVs. He just moved the second RV over there, and he's been out there for the last year.
Facts. Hey, y'all want to hang out with me while we go over this Trench Baby situation? Because I was checking this shit out this morning. This shit is hilarious, fucking us, man.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Trench Baby shit. What happened with that?
Okay, so Polo G brother Trench Baby got arrested earlier this week or last week or something for murdering a young boy named Lil Ro, and he was from Chicago. He was definitely one of Trench Baby's ops, but he murdered him in California. The boy, I remember the boy got murdered, and it made its rounds on the blog sites, and he actually got murdered like 2 or 3 blocks away from Polo G's $4.5 million mansion. and they didn't know who murdered him. He was in an alley by himself, like 1:30 in the morning in LA, North LA, and he got killed. And he's from Chicago, so it was like unsolved. And then for some reason, I don't know exactly the evidence. That's what I'm trying to find out now. The evidence that they got connecting Polo G's brother, Trench Baby, to the murder. But he's been charged with murder, and he's currently sitting in jail in LA with a no bond status. Yeah.
Wow.
And this is the same brother that when they raided Polo G's mansion a couple months back, they arrested him for robbery and illegal gun possession. But I'm gonna let DJ Academic tell y'all this shit, dog. This shit is hilarious fucking us, y'all. This shit is worse than what we thought. Listen to this shit, dog. Listen.
So I could only keep it real because sometimes when you can't save the person at hand, maybe you can save somebody else who will come in. Okay? And shit, if your words can't save them, fuck them. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, and I think I'm gonna get to it in a second. Damn, how many shit things did TMZ post in a fucking day? Clearly to them it's not that big of a story because they would have kept it up at the top. They'd have pinned that bitch. Damn, really? Am I tripping? Okay, come on now. Enough scrolling. No way. I must be no. Anyway, they probably just took that shit off the front page, period. Regardless. The other day, or actually a while ago, I talked about Polo G's brother. Yeah, let me say this, man. And y'all know I'm a supporter of Polo G. I do want to say, man, Polo G's brother, Trench Baby, is the epitome of blowing the bag. Blowing an opportunity that's right in front of your face. If you guys don't know, he basically got picked up and he's now charged with murder. He's charged with murder. And let me be specific, for the June 20th, I believe, June 10th actually, June 10th murder of someone who's 20 years of age named Deshaun Berry. It happened in North Hollywood parking lot. Okay? Now, I'm going to keep it a beat. And I'm hoping that, again, I'm not saying this because I don't know these guys, nor do I hate them. But I am saying this because there is a message in what I'm saying. Let me tell you the reality about Polo G's brother. The entire industry has been hearing about this kid for the last year and nothing. Let me tell you what everybody's been saying. Polo G's brother done robbed at least like 10 niggas in the industry. Using his name.
Maria, can you pause it real quick?
Yeah,
Setting people up. Yo, you want to link with Polo?
Go ahead, Nat. What you say?
We got an echo.
We do?
We do.
Let me see. Is it you, Kenny?
Nah, my mic was muted.
Okay. Let me see. Because I know StreamYard had an issue. Can you hear the echo now?
Mic check 1 2 1 2. No, we're good.
It might be from my phone. Hold on. No, it can't be. Let me see real quick. Let me know if you hear it real quick.
Show up. Polo ain't there.
Can't you hear it?
They're pulling out guns.
No echo. We're good.
The reason why I'm saying this is because I think this is a larger problem that goes into when you are the sibling of a rich rapper and you're still trying to get some type of points. Like, you can't accept the role that you're in. You're not the rich, famous rapper. By the way, he's trying to help you be a rapper too. But when y'all in that family structure where now you're the ignored person because everybody cares about the star, right? The star is Polo G. You get people sometimes acting out. Now, I'm not going to say maybe this guy's just like a deviant, a delinquent. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but let's call a spade a spade. The conversation in the industry for the last year is that Polo G brother has been running around here robbing every cameraman, every videographer. He robbed even a couple streamers. Doing all type of fuckery. I'm just being honest with you. And he's been using Polo G's name. Now, to me, that was odd. If your brother, who has a lot to lose, is the famous rapper, why are you running around here robbing people, pulling out guns, having people at gunpoint? Now, there's a couple things that come to my mind.
That's
The whole
crazy.
way I'm speaking about this, but not to really berate him or to go in on him, but a lot of people in rap get into these positions. The hanger-on, the brother of the guy who made it, who has some resentment that maybe because you're not the star, you're trying to figure out your way, so you start acting out. Because that's the only way I could think of. You're the brother of Polo G, living in. Did y'all see the mansion that they raided? This shit cost $7 million. How the fuck are you robbing people? By the way, he caught a robbery case not too long ago too. But I'm telling you this is a fact. The entire industry is saying this dude, he's been lining people up, robbing them. That's what it's making Polo G the world, right? Which I don't know how, I don't know their relationship, and I think the other manages everything. I don't know how they deal with it, but for a fact, I'm not saying this on some shit. I'm saying a fact. This nigga is the type of dude, and I've heard him done it to multiple people. He'll say, "Yo, you want to link Polo G? All right, cool. Meet us over here." You show up there, Polo G not there. He's there with guns. Right. Tell you, this is what the whole industry saying. By the way, and this is the thing about dead weight. Polo G has to know this, and as much as you,
The sound tripping, y'all.
It's yeah.
What it sound like? It sound clear to me. What it sound like?
It's just choppy.
It's choppy.
Just let it buffer for a second. Maybe letting it buffer. Bring down the resolution. Try bringing down the resolution.
Talking about on the settings?
Yes, sir.
What'd I go to?
Oh, it's already at 360. Damn.
Okay. Might be the internet fucking up real quick. Hey, listen, but did y'all hear what he said? He said, listen, it's getting funnier. Listen, that's why it really made me go live this morning. I was like, I got to share this with my people. I know a lot of y'all probably already done saw this for DJ Academics, but I be having to put my little sauce on this motherfucker. This shit is hilarious fucking us. And sad at the same time. This nigga, like I gotta call him a nigga. You know what I mean? This little nigga, you know what I'm saying? You is fucking Polo G, brother. Y'all rich. You rich, bitch. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. They didn't come from poverty, y'all. Listen, Polo G, his brother, his mama, them.
I was just gonna say that.
Already had a bag. So
I thought they did.
Huh? Shit me.
Nah.
They had money,
they
bro.
People straight.
Yeah, they had money, bro. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, they were straight. He definitely from the bougie. You people. You got some people in the hood that they people's got a little bit of money. They might do a little scamming. The mama might be fine, so she fuck with the ballers, and he got the bricks, and you know what I mean. I'm not saying that's the dynamic that they had, but I'm saying that's what it looked like to me. The first time I saw Polo G and them with the little documentary with his mom and them, I said, oh, they been had money. You know what I'm saying? And I did a little research. They say he been had money. This was true. You know what I'm saying? But look, check this out. They say this nigga was calling people around the industry and telling them, you want to link with Polo G? And then robbing them. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that about? Like, bro, can you imagine this being your fucking little brother? The nigga only 18. Can you imagine this being your little brother? Listen, and he lining up people in the industry. The man done robbed over 10 people. It's the worst kept secret in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And these people, they ain't go to the police on them. They say the mama and Polo G been putting some of these fires out behind closed doors. When the people are hit Polo G up like, hey man, your brother robbed me, they'll pay the people off. Like, what the fuck going on? But the thing about it, they got money. What did you rob? Bro, they say he was robbing the people for chains and watches, man. Bro, I got things. He got something going on upstairs, bro. It got to be. This reminds me of. You ever saw that old movie with Wesley Snipes called Sugar Hill, Well, he had the one brother that was like the fuck up, and he was like the gangster straight one, but the fuck up brother was jealous of him because he was like the man, and the fuck up brother used to go around just killing people and doing all kind of fuck shit because he knew his brother was gonna take up for him. And this reminds me of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna keep. Hey, listen. But I'm gonna keep playing it.
You said it gets crazier.
Yeah, oh yeah, listen, I'm gonna let you know DJ Academic, he pretty good at saucing shit up too. I'm gonna play it though. I'm gonna keep playing it. Let me know if it's a fucked up sound and I'll stop it, whatever. But I'm gonna keep playing this shit. This because I was dying laughing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's not a laughing matter, but it's funny to fucking me and sad at the same time.
Your brother, sometimes you gotta get them away from the environment that doesn't help them. You're the star. I get it. Y'all are all from Chicago. And I get it, and this is another thing too. Sometimes people come from a particular place, go to another particular place, and think everybody's sweet and everybody's sweet. Not because you're from Chicago, you go to LA, means everybody's a victim to you. That you're the big bad wolf running around with a gun. So grand opening, and it might be grand closing for this guy. He had a promising hip hop career. His brother's Polo G. But ever since I've heard of him, and it wasn't through music, I've been hearing through the grapevines that his name has been caught up on a lot of fuckery consistently. Every single time. Hey, did you hear that Polo? And by the way, and Polo G, if you probably will see this, so I'll tell you this directly. It got so bad, niggas thought you were lining people. Just to let you know, there was a thought that you were lining up people in the industry for robberies and other things. Come to find out you had nothing to do with it. That's just your brother wilding out. You know what I mean? Your brother think he Mad Max from Belly. No, not from Belly, from Bashatas. I'm sorry. But anyway, the lesson I think we have to learn in all this, listen, this entertainment business, and sometimes your loyalty to some people will ultimately be your demise or their demise. Truth be told, Trench Baby clearly wasn't trying to make and make a honest living through music or being supportive of his brother. He still wanted to be a goon. They should have sent his ass back to Chicago. If you want to do run and gun, go to Chicago, nigga. Don't come to North Hollywood with your run and gun shit. So anyway, once I saw the police raid, I was like, oh, the cops are on to him. Again, I've heard about 10 niggas he done robbed. I'm telling you the truth. The niggas in the industry, they're scared shitless of this guy. Ironically, his name precedes him, Trench Baby. Keep in mind, I ain't gonna lie, a couple of these niggas told me the story. I laughed at them. I said, I wouldn't even go link up with no nigga named Trench Baby by myself. Your name is Trench Baby? Yeah, you're not gonna link up by yourself. You know what I mean? So anyway, the guy he killed is from Chicago? Okay, all right. Well, anyway, I'm telling you about industry. Industry-wise, this guy has been a problem. There's been incidents, which I won't get specific, but I'm pretty sure Polo G knows. I'm pretty sure his mom knows. Actually, I know they know, because at certain times, his mom and pops, I believe, had to be mediators with people who were going to go to the cops. And things got settled. If they're listening to it. The point of what I'm saying is, Polo G, man, obviously I go through a crisis because he's locked up for murder, but also you have to remember, man, I think I should have done something. He's not used to the type of lifestyle or this new environment, you know what I mean? He's not trying to be focused or trying to be a rapper, he's still trying to be a goon. Yeah, send that nigga back to where he gotta go. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, today he's making news for a completely wrong thing. He's being held without bail for murder. And again, Polo G is suffering in all of this, not only because he cares about his brother, of course he's going to support his brother, but there is a very negative stench about Polo's name because of things his brother has done. You get what I'm saying? You can't come in the industry, rob a bunch of industry niggas, and everybody only connects you with Polo G, and then think everybody's like, oh no, we don't like you, but we love Polo. So Polo, you know what I mean? I hope you take stock of what's going on. Also to your mom, who's looks like she's a amazing manager for you. I gotta get this shit canceled. Obviously, it might be too late. I don't know if he actually did this particular murder or whatever the case is, but it's kind of sad that it takes a goddamn murder charge for people to do that. It's sad. Put it like this: I'm the brother of Polo G, a very rich, successful rapper out of Chicago that's now lives in the Los Angeles area. He's making money like he's going out of style. Do you think that I'll be leveraging my brother's fame to either get me on, to start a business, to do something legit? There will be never a time that I said, oh shit, my brother around these industry niggas. These niggas look pussy. It's time for me to rob them. How are you robbing people? You know the craziest thing? He would be robbing some of these individuals for jewelry that he already had. You go to his Instagram, he's iced out. The craziest part about it, I'm telling you, chat, it's mind-boggling. The nigga would be robbing people for jewelry, and if you look on his Instagram, he's iced the fuck out. What? Help me make sense of that. Help me make sense of that.
You robbing niggas for fun.
I heard so much stories about this young man till I was like, the only way I could even try to think about it is I'm like, maybe his name is Trench Baby. Maybe he just has like an urge to rob. Or you ever watch The Wire when that nigga what was it again? Marlo gets out of jail and he just like punches a nigga, whatever. And you could realize like he's addicted to like the hood nigga shit. I'm like, maybe this nigga's just addicted to robbing niggas. Like, look him out of Chicago. He still want to do hood rat shit. Maybe he ain't do a robbery in like two months. He's itching. He got to do a robbery.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, I gotta show you this. I can't. Chat, this is one of the most unbelievable things. If fumbling a bag was a thing, chat, I want to show you this. This is Polo G's brother, bro. Keep in mind, he has 140,000 followers. Keep in mind, he was running around the industry, robbing people for watches. He already got a watch. Mm-hmm. Robbing people for chains. He already got a chain. Matter of fact, he got 2 watches. Yo, chat. You like when I first started hearing that he was doing this shit. You know what I kept saying? It's not that he's robbing people because he don't have it. He's robbing people for sport. He's a sport robber. He's robbing for recreation.
Recreation.
This nigga got on 2 watches at all times. Yet he still don't know what really the time is. The time is to stop the fuckery. Your brother is Polo G. You have made it. You've made it, brother. You finally made it. Completely sad, if you ask me. I know Polo G is probably hurting. And, one thing I'm going to say, and again, I'm not necessarily saying it's to Polo, but I do know this is for everybody who makes it to success. Not everybody's built for that journey, and also the people who aren't usually get weeded out. They're going to ruin the opportunities for themselves and maybe you because mentally they're not there yet. So, again, I don't want to put a cast of, guilt on him, but I'm going to just be honest with you. Trench Baby, put it like this, man. The mere fact that the whole industry, the industry just don't talk. Like, they won't say it publicly, but trust and believe I can say it publicly because the rest of them, actually robbed half of them. So half of them are embarrassed. Half of them, they thought they was about to go to a, what his favorite line was? No, this ain't even funny. Yo, you want to come listen to you want to come listen to some Polo G's like on release shit? Like he got a session tonight. robbery. You show up to the session like, yo, where's Wolo at? Where's Piano G? You know what, nigga? Yeah. Heard he called like a photographer nigga just like that too. Yo, we need like an in-studio photographer. You want to come through? Of course I'm coming through. I bet. Robbery. Here's one of the funniest ones. I hear this nigga did a robbery. I'm telling you, he did a robbery. First of all, I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad. Homie got mad. Homie even fell for this one. He told the nigga, yo, come through to the studio tonight, but come dolo. Polo don't like too many niggas in the studio, but we gonna play you some of Polo's new joints. You wanna know what the kicker is? He invited a nigga to an LA studio. Polo G was in Europe. This nigga was on a robbery spree. That nigga was on a.
Hey, y'all, listen. Never had to play this shit for y'all, dog. Bro, this nigga was a menace, bro. And he only 18, yo. He only fucking 18, bro. Like, bro, we gotta talk about this shit. All of us, I'm pretty sure all of us are hustling, working, grinding, being entrepreneurs, trying to do whatever, start whatever business, or get our foot into whatever door we can to where we can be blessed and bless our family and friends and live the lifestyle that this young man had right in his hands for him to do this type of shit. I fucking don't have no fucking words, yo. Like, I mean, I'm laughing because of the way Academic is talking about it, but this shit is sad, man. Like, what the fuck, man? Bro, what would I got a question. Presto and Nep, what would you do if this was your brother?
Go first, Nep.
What would you do if this was your brother?
Nigga, you gotta go to like fucking damn. I can't even send you out of the country because
you might fuck up over there and get locked up forever.
Shit. Find him a state somewhere like Montana, Nebraska, Idaho, some shit. Put him on a farm.
What I say is, unfortunately, this is one of them situations we see every day, man. Well, not every day, but it's like, you got this opportunity in front of you, bro. Like, it's simple math, bro. Why are you doing what the fuck you doing, bro? And you got all this in your hands, Maybe he had his own serial killer motives. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. That's all I can think.
I think it's something going on up there for real.
Yeah, I think he do it for the thrill, bro.
Facts, man. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. I done robbed people before, full disclosure. Never liked robbing. It never was my thing. But I've robbed a few people. You know what I'm saying? I never enjoyed it. It never was a thing of mine. It never was that wasn't my role. Once I robbed a couple of folks, I robbed a lot of people. Think about it when it's kind of like, because a lot of shit be robbery. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about actually robbing a motherfucker with a gun and that type of shit. That never was my thing, and I never liked it. But I'm gonna say this: you gotta have some fucking nerves to fucking just keep robbing a motherfucker. And I understand it wasn't my thing, so it may feel different for me than it do for somebody who that's their thing. Because I do know people that were robbers, and this is what they did. They didn't hustle. They just waited on the next lick, and then they rob a motherfucker, and they'll ball out with the money. And then when they get back halfway broke, or almost that broke, they'll go rob another motherfucker. And this was the way they got money. So it might be a different feeling for those type of people. But for me, it was kind of nerve-wracking. It was kind of like, when you go rob a motherfucker, you can't necessarily believe that you're going to make it out of that situation. Plus, a lot of times it's not worth it. Most of the times it's not worth it. A robbery is punishable by life. you might get $100. You might get a watch. You might get a necklace. You might get a car. None of that shit is worth your life. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't talking bank robberies. We ain't talking armored truck robberies. We talking just, I think he got some money. I think he got
Simple stick up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that shit ain't worth it, really, when you think about it. So I always used to be like, damn, what if I get caught? God damn, why am I be going for life for this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, like life. You remember? And I think that's why it never really resonated with me. And I kind of like, nah, I ain't with this shit here. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then I would get persuaded or get broke enough or get hungry enough to like, man, fuck that. Some gotta shake. I'm tired of being broke. You know what I'm saying? And I get a little nerve to go do the shit, but it wasn't never my thing. But for this little motherfucker to be 18 years old and he's robbing people and don't have to rob people. Like, Academic just showed this man Instagram. This man robbing people for shit that he got. He got more ice than the people that he robbing. What the fuck? Listen, y'all, if I got ice like that, I'm not taking no nigga's chain, dog. I'm not taking no nigga's chain. Like, what the fuck am I taking this chain for? Okay, I'm finna rob this nigga. I'm finna take his chain. Then I got to go get rid of the chain. See, this shit didn't make no sense to me neither. Because once you get the chain, you still ain't got no fucking money. You got to go fucking fix the chain or get it or go to a jeweler and get them to buy it from you and they're going to bust it down and make other jewelry. Something. You got, like, what is the point when my brother is a millionaire? And if my brother is a millionaire, you got to believe he done gave me a bag, or has he given this boy a bag? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, I don't know, but I'm saying I would assume that Trench Baby has a bag too, right? A little bag. He got to have a little bag, right? Couple 100,000, maybe $1 million.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I think this is like the reversal of, you know how in the Black and the Hispanic communities we kind of have those friends or relatives who fall off on drugs, and you just keep giving them chances, and then eventually you just like, you know what, fuck you, bro, cutting all ties with you. I think that's what it should have been, that type of situation, bro. Even with him, you know, doing whatever he was doing out here, like, bro, you know, these people saying you doing this, bro, and you using my name. So I tell you what, this the last time it's gonna come up, or, you know, we cutting ties. I think it should have been something like that.
Yeah, definitely seeing how far it's gotten. What you think, Nep?
Sorry about that. I think it's sad.
Facts.
It's just sad, man. Like, and just like, I'm sorry, what's your name, bro?
Oh, Kenny.
And just like Kenny had said earlier, when we see this type of shit every day, when people have the opportunity, which is all we really even ever ask for, is just the opportunity. But when we have it and it be right in front of us, we fumble the bag.
Facts, man. Facts. So I learned this. I learned this when I turned myself from a street drug pharmacist to a foreman in a construction company. Some people need is opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, I mean, it could be a bum on the street. It could be somebody who, you know, look like they ain't had no good luck, or they ain't found their way. And some people need is opportunity. I like to refer to back to that movie with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, Trading Places, when they took Eddie Murphy, was the bum on the street, and they made him a Wall Street stock market guy, and they took the Wall Street stock market guy and made him a bum on the street, and they watched and see what activities they would get into if everything was taken away from the Wall Street guy and everything was given to the bum, what would happen. And Eddie Murphy is a prime, and his character in that movie was a prime example of all some people need is opportunity. When he's a bum, but if he had the opportunities that some other people had, then he could have, his life may have turned out a lot different. And all some people need is opportunity, but others will fucking fuck it up no matter what the opportunity is. And this boy is a fuck up, y'all. This boy is a fuck up. Me personally, you know, I kind of be having an opinion on a lot of shit, but honestly, I hate to say it like this, hell. I can't diagnose this one here. I want to lean towards that he was gonna crash out anyway. I mean, like these type of behaviors, I gotta believe that they done talk to him. I gotta believe that they done sat him down. I gotta believe that his mama and his father and Polo and them done had these situations. Academics say he know 10 motherfuckers this dude done robbed. So you know, and they was putting these fires out behind closed doors, trying, you know, keeping people from going to the police and putting them in jail and all this shit. So I gotta believe after each one of these situations, they had a conversation with him. We got a bag, you dumb motherfucker. What did you talk about? We're off to give you this shit. You out here taking this shit. We're off to give you this shit. You trying to get a watch, man? Here go two, nigga. What you want a chain? Here gonna go a big chain, nigga. What you want? What do you want? Do you like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I gotta think it's something mental going up. And when you look at him right there, he look a little slow right there, don't he? He look a little slow. He look like he might be a little slow. Evidently his actions got him looking slow. And I hate to say this, and I believe this is why they kept trying with him. His age. He 18, and most likely he been doing this for a while. They say to rob at least 10 motherfuckers. Cameramen, he say to rob cameramen, streamers, you know what I mean? Like even 10 motherfuckers up. Directors, you know what I'm saying? So if he robbed that many people in the industry, can you imagine how many people that he robbed in Chicago that we don't know about? So this dude is definitely done did this numerous times, but he's only 18. So I gotta believe that they still looking at him like a baby, still looking at him like, oh, this is my little brother. Oh, still looking at it like he don't know no motherfucking better. But hey, so I'm thinking it's hard for them to write him off because they got so much money and fame, and he is their blood, and he's so young. You get what I'm saying? Now he done fucked himself up to where he done took himself off the board. They ain't even have to send him off. He done sent himself off. He done took his whole own self off the board, and he gonna have however long he get in jail to think about the dumb shit that he done did. But it goes to show you, y'all. They say you don't wish jail on nobody. Man, fuck that shit. Some motherfuckers belong in jail, man. I'm just here to tell you. And that's from somebody that was a former criminal. I'm telling you. Some motherfuckers deserve to be in jail. Some motherfuckers is a menace to society. This boy is a menace to society. He had it all. He gave it away. He threw it away. He threw it away. Would I have wrote him off? The younger me wouldn't have at that time, but the older me would have. The me now, yeah, his ass is be out of my circle. I would still be fucking with him and showing him love and trying to get him I would be wanting him to be mature enough to live a life that I ain't got to always watch him to make sure that he ain't crashed out. So the younger me, if I'm Polo G age, that's my brother, we got same mama, same daddy, we got money, I would be trying to help him.
Yeah.
But right? Go ahead now.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
We're all here for each other. And I mean, like, bro, like this earth has been here for hundreds of thousands of years, and we're only here for a speck of time. So, I mean, with that being said, it's especially when it's family.
Right.
We're still going to be responsible. We're still going to be held accountable, regardless whether we continue to help, or we stop helping. Because there's always something more. There's always something that we can do.
Yeah.
But you still need somebody to be able to meet you halfway in order for change.
Yeah.
In order for change to truly happen, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just like fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Take it for somebody that's done reinvented myself numerous times in my lifetime. Never be afraid to reinvent yourself. That's another thing I want to tell y'all. Never be afraid to reinvent yourself. I don't give a damn if you known to be a goddamn you worked at McDonald's, goddamn it, and you want to be a goddamn singer, sing, goddamn it. You know what I mean? If you want to go from singing to be a painter, goddamn it. If that's something you feel passionate about doing it, do it. You only got one life to live, as far as I know. Don't let one thing that you did in your life define you. If you want to do something else, recreate yourself and do that. With this situation right here, though, Don't let nobody bring you down either, bro. I've been guilty of that. I seen somebody say this today. It was Al Prophet. I was watching Al Prophet's video on Polo G today, and he said, "Be weary of a drowning person. Be weary of saving a drowning person, because they may pull you down with them." This is true. I have been guilty of helping people, close people, family members, spouses, shit like that, and if they didn't want to change themselves, it's all for naught. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know if someone wants to change because they'll put the effort forth. They'll start disciplining themselves, and they will do it. You will see it. You
They'll
know what I'm
start
saying?
living accordingly.
Right, exactly. Then your help will it will really help. You know what I'm saying? Your support when they're actually mentally and physically putting the work in to change, then it will help. But if somebody ain't physically or mentally preparing themselves or putting the work in to change, all you can help them as much as you want to, and it's all gonna go for naught. And this young man definitely seems like somebody who hadn't got to the point to where he wanted to change. And I don't understand I don't know what would have made him want to change, because he had everything that he needed in order to make the change. You don't need to rob people. You have a career. You have a brother, a mother. All of them got money. They love you. They taking up for you. They supporting you. Your brother is helping you start your rap career. Uh, you living better than a lot of people that you grew up with and around. Like, what else is there? Maybe you. I don't understand. I don't understand it. It doesn't compute to me. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit against the wall and hoping it stick. Maybe he was bored. Maybe he got some kind of mental issues. Uh, I don't know. I rarely do you see this type of shit. I mean this to this degree. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. But let me play some more academic. It's almost over. See what else he say about this dude.
Robbery spree, man. That nigga, the nigga, yo, Polo G's in Europe. He's shit crazy, man. Shit crazy. Chat, do we say free him though? Because you know we love ignorance, so we might as well just free this nigga, right? Right? That was crazy. I was like, wait, you got invited to a Polo G session, but Polo G was overseas? Let a nigga, yo, first of all, a nigga named Trench Baby invite you anywhere. You should Google, is Polo G in town? I don't care if you're his brother, nigga. Well, you see, oh, he's performing in Denmark. Okay, all right. I'm not showing up, brother. All right, well, you know, somebody say he deserves another chance, right? Okay. Like, you know what I mean? We can't even be too mad at him because, you know, like usually a murder is bad, but, you know how they do it in Chicago. If it's op versus op, it's like, come on now, you know what I mean? You know, I thought it was a civilian or like somebody in the industry killed, but if he just killed one of his Chicago ops. By the way,
Yo, this nigga act.
hold on. You know what was crazy? Polo G's mom did an interview. Or no, she went viral. What the fuck? Polo G mother, kids work regular job. She spoke on raising her kids, right? And I think this was a clip. Here we go.
I secretly got a job because we was all struggling, and then
why wouldn't you have your mom? I want you to finish, but I have a good question. Why wouldn't you let her take a job?
because I feel that
I think this is, I don't know. I think this is the mom. Yeah, that was his sister, I think. So this is the mom right here.
coming from a person in an impoverished community, I never had a station, right? So I wanted my children to have a station. I wanted my children not to know the struggle. I wanted my children to know what support was. I wanted them to know that
Chat, are y'all hearing what I'm hearing? The mom is saying, I didn't want him to have a job. I wanted them to not know the struggle. All for one of her sons to grow up, have a rich rapper brother, never known the struggle according to the mom, and start robbing niggas. Chat, what is going on? Chat, is it me? The mom just said, I wanted my kids not to know the struggle, yet her son is like one of the biggest robbers in hip-hop.
Station. I wanted my children not to know the struggle. I wanted my children to know what support was. I wanted them to know that many times we are hardwired to think that in order to be successful, we got to go through some shit. You don't have to go through some shit. Live your life, be my child. I'll figure out the rest. It doesn't have to be all that. I don't.
By the way, this sounds like a good mom.
Appreciate where a white household can have.
Hey, I'm gonna say, let me cut off. She's her heart is in the right place, but she's wronger than a motherfucker. She wronger than a motherfucker. And I never saw this. I never saw this, but I'm gonna say this. I get where she's coming from. What she's saying is what a lot of us want for our children. But let me tell y'all something. Take it from somebody that's gonna raise 2 children to adulthood. My daughter's in school at Family, studying criminal justice. My son goes to Tallahassee Community College. Neither one of them have felonies. They pretty much good kids. They smoke a little weed here and there, but they ain't never got in no trouble. They ain't in the streets. They ain't banging no shit like that. And that's a good thing when you in the age bracket they in and the culture that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like me and their mama did a great job of raising them. They're very mannerable, very respectful. My son a moderator on this channel whenever he bring his ass through. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this. She's misplaced here. She's misplaced as what she's doing is she's taking her childhood trauma and it's not a totally bad thing because we take what we went through as kids and we try to make sure our kids don't have to go through that. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. You might not understand this. You might don't believe me, but if you don't go through something, you're not learning. Well, I ain't gonna say you're not learning. You don't grow. But when you go through stuff, it helps you grow. Now, when we going through stuff, it seems like the worst shit in the world. And it seems like the world is finna end. But let me tell you something. I seen Joe Rogan talk about this, and he's 100% right. You need to go through shit in order to grow. This is the beauty of life. This is how you know what you made of. This is how you know sometimes what not to do. This is how you discern sometimes from right and wrong. Experience is the best teacher. Not saying now what you as a parent, what you don't want your children to make these detrimental mistakes to where it can cost them their freedom, their life, or something to that nature. But you do need to let them go through shit. It builds character. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying don't be there to help them. I'm saying sometimes let them swim. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you when you decide to, okay, they got enough. But practice a little tough love with your children. Don't give them everything. Let them work. Let them work. She sounds like somebody that spoiled this damn boy, and look at what happened. He does not know what accountability is. And this is why you teach your children and you hold them accountable and you teach them right from wrong. And you sometimes you practice tough love and you let them face the consequence of their actions. Because if you don't, when they grow up and they get out into that real world where your actions are held accountable, they got jail, they got rules in society for a reason. They are not going to understand how to operate in the dynamic of society. They're not going to know how to operate in the dynamic of the rules that society has for them. You got a job, you got to show up on time, you got to be dressed a certain kind of way, you got to be punctual, you got to be, this and that there. The world has rules for a reason. And if you teach your kid no accountability, when you send them off into the world, they're going to have a hard time walking that line. You know what I'm saying? We all don't walk the line all the time. Don't get it twisted, goddamn. We all do shit we ain't supposed to be doing. But it's calculated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't finna run this red light because I don't want to get a ticket. Shit like that. It's small shit, but it's also big shit too. You gotta start with the basics. Let them learn, man. Don't hold them so in this protective bubble and give them everything, and they become entitled. Their view of the world is very skewed, because when you die or when you ain't there to help them, or when they out your sight and they doing all this shit thinking that they gonna get always bailed out, that's not how it works. Now look what this young man done landed himself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know she raised them this way. You know what I'm saying? And again, children are different. Some children will understand what the mama doing, and some children will value this and move accordingly. Children are different. You can have the same mama, same daddy, and the children be totally different. So you can't parent all your children the same. All your children are different. Different things make them tick. You have to learn them. I learned. I've been through this, but I used to practice this when I was a boss, when I was a foreman. I couldn't get everybody to work the same way. I had one dude named Earl. This motherfucker was the sorriest motherfucking worker that I had, but I liked Earl. He was an old dude, but I liked him. And I tried different little shit, because I never liked firing people. I only fired a couple people, but I never liked firing people. I would even kick them off my crew and have them work with other bosses before I would fire them. It was just tough for me to fire somebody. But I fired a couple people, but I didn't like it. I couldn't get fucking Earl to do no work. I would leave Earl to do something and come around the corner, and Earl standing in the corner, or Earl wouldn't be done finish the job. When I knew he could finish the job, I would give him easier jobs. He still wouldn't be done finish the motherfucking jobs. And this was working in the VA hospital. Till one day I got a new hire, and I put Earl in charge of the new hire. I say, Earl, I want you to take him. I want you to show him what to do, and I want you to, show him the ropes. You're going to show him the ropes. Man, let me tell you something. When I tell you Earl and that dude worked like a motherfucking sewing machine, Earl had him right there. Earl was coaching him. Earl was telling him shit. And I realized that Earl needed to feel important. He needed to be in charge of something, even if it was something small, and it got the best out of him. I say all that to say this. It's different ways to get the best out of people. You just got to be willing to try. It's like a teacher. You can't teach all children the same. You got to figure out how these different kids learn and apply that in order to get the best out of kids. Some kids, you have to go around to their desk and help them with the math problem. Some kids, you can just give them the math book and tell them, hey, do page 25, and they'll do it. You know what I mean? It just depends. This lady seems like she had a certain upbringing, and I will say this. I think she did what she thought was best. I'm not knocking her as a parent. It's no perfect parents. I want to say that either. I want to say that too. It's none. It's not a goddamn parent in this world that's perfect. Not me, not none of them. A lot of times we just going through the shit for the first time, and it's crazy, but our kids are experiments. You know what I'm saying? We raising them the best way some of us know how. That's what I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? So it's no perfect parents, and it's not a knock on her. She did get a successful rapper out of the way that she parented. She got a successful child. But the other one, shit, man, it didn't work. It didn't work for him. But I'm gonna keep letting her talk so I can understand more about how her thought process was.
Conversation. It's like, Mom, I don't know what the hell I want to do with my life. Take the summer off, live, go yachting, go boating, and they're not ostracized for just figuring it out.
Yo, you know what she should have did? When you see your son name himself Trench Baby, this is what she should have did right here. If that's what she's saying, right? if that's what she's saying really happened, right? If that's what she's saying really happened, that she made sure they never had no job because they didn't have to see the struggle, and your son gets to the age of 15 and he calls himself Trench Baby, mama should have been on this top of topic.
You gotta distance yourself a little bit. You can't be with people all the time and running around. I got a son. He raps. His rap name is Cut Tarantino. If you ever listen to some of his raps,
Why he exposing this nigga, bro?
Where does this come from, son?
Where did this come from, Trench Baby?
I ain't gonna count. Hey, look.
You grew up in a gated community.
Hey, look. I ain't gonna count. I saw this clip. What's the name? And I went and looked up Tarantino. That nigga son cold, bro. You know what I mean? Like I know he grew up in a gated community and all of that shit. And I get what he's saying. He's saying is, nigga, how are you a gangster rapper and you grew up in a gated community, nigga? We was rich all our lives. But the nigga that I went just to see, you know, what was going on with the nigga in this rap. The nigga can rap, dog. I ain't gonna even tell you no lie. Michael Irvin's son got talent. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep playing it. But I get what he's saying.
Your whole life, but he's rapping my life because we were mentioned.
Chad, am I wrong?
Don't have to have anxiety and they can exist and be. But our children have so much anxiety placed on them. If you're not here, you got to get out of my house. If you don't do this, you have to leave. If you're here, you have to work a job and this, that, and the other. No, nigga. I've done enough. You didn't even.
No, listen. She right and she wrong. Trust me. Her heart is in the right place. No way am I bashing this woman for what she's saying. But she's right and she's wrong. Okay. The get out part, I get where she's coming from. I do think black households kick their children out a little too early. People mature at different ages, but this is a slippery slope. And those of you who have children, or those of you who may have children in the future, or those of you who I already have raised children to adulthood. I got a good idea how the shit works, looking at how my children came out. But I will say this too. A lot of the reason why my children came out the way they came out is because of their decisions as well. You get what I'm saying? And I make sure I let my children know that. I don't take all the credit for my children walking the path that they walked. Let me tell you why. Because look at Trench Baby. You could give a child all the nice life that they want. It's still up to them to make the choices in order for them in their lives. So I also let my children know that, hey, congratulate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Congratulate yourself for where you at and where you ain't at, because those are the choices that you made that got you there. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you all the fuck I want to tell you, but you still have to make that choice in order to walk the straight line, or you'll have a future or a career or something like that. So, but back to what I'm saying with what she's saying is, make them motherfuckers work. Listen, my baby mama had her own restaurant. Kenny know. And my children, I would go up there. She had a seafood restaurant. And I would go up there and my children be up there working. Nigga, I go right in that bitch. My daughter be taking your order. My daughter be taking your money at the cash register. My son will be in the back preparing your order. What you want, shrimp and steak and all that? You know what I mean? That, like, for real. My baby mama be there, and then her boyfriend would be there. And I would order my food. Sometimes they would let me eat for free. So I'm talking about I just go to my baby mama restaurant and eat for free. You know what I'm saying? Her boyfriend would give me free food. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in that bitch, and my children will come out from the back and they'll sit down with me, and we'll be in that bitch talking. And my baby mama and her boyfriend will be taking other people's orders and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a real nice vibe. You know what I'm saying? But she was teaching my kids how to work for what they for a living, because most likely, I mean, unless they hit the lottery, they're gonna have to work. So if you don't teach your kids to work, I mean, and that don't mean that you want your kids to be workers, but you need to teach them hard work. You know what I'm saying? You know, teach them. And I mean, when I mean hard work, I mean how to grind for what they want. I'm not necessarily teach them how to be a McDonald's worker or work for somebody, but you need to teach them what it takes in order to get what they need. You know what I'm saying? Or what they want in life without somebody giving it to them. She's giving it to them. No, we're not going to give you shit. I will give you shit when you work for it. This is why kids have chores. You know what I'm saying? This is why kids have things to do. You need to give your kids things to do. I used to get mad at my stepdaddy for making me clean up. Promise to God, I clean up the same way this man made me clean up. And I'm grown to this day. I hated the shit that he used to make me do. Get up, rake the yard, mow the yard, wash the dishes, make sure there ain't no water left on the sink after you wash dishes, make sure all the crumbs and shit off the dishes. Now I clean up and wash and do all that shit the same way he taught me, the same way that I didn't like. That's the way I do it now. It's a habit. In the Bible, say, teach a child a way and he won't depart from it. You know what I'm saying? This is part of your job. Part of your job as a parent is to teach your children, give them skills to survive in this world. You know what I'm saying? You can't just give them everything. They're going to grow up thinking this the way the world works, and they're not going to understand when that fucking cover ripped off their ass and you're not there to protect them or you're not there to shelter them, that they in some serious shit, you know? And so I don't want to say that she led him down this path. I'm going to just say that the way that she raised her children didn't work for all of them. And this young man needed something different from what Polo G needed. Polo G, you know, he kind of took to the way that she was doing, and probably the sister too, but because we ain't heard nothing about her. But this other young man, the way God made his brain and the way his shit was configured, it worked different, and he needed a different style in order to keep him straight. And I think she just had one style with all of her children, and she thought that it was going to work. She probably kept showering him with gifts. I'm sure she showered him with gifts. By the way, I'm hearing her talk. She taking it from her own knowledge vantage point and thinking if she had this is how she would have turned out. And she probably would have turned out. No, I can't even say that. You know why? Because she didn't have what he had. She said that. And look how she turned out. She turned out to be successful. This lady been had money, y'all. This lady, Polo G, making it in the rap, they already had money. You heard what she said? She said, I wanted my kids to never have to struggle. She was providing a nice life for them before Polo G ever thought about touching a microphone. You see what I'm saying? So her coming from where she came from, the impoverished community and all of that, it propelled her to where she at. You see what I'm saying? So really, if you look at what she's trying to what she's trying to implement in her children, she had the opposite, and it propelled her to be successful. So how can she sit and think that being that if she give her kids everything, it's going to propel all of them to be successful? It doesn't work that way. Your parenting strategy does not work for every child. You have to tailor it for your different children. Let me give you a case in point. Me and my son and my daughter have the same mama, same daddy, right? I can talk to my son on a real level, right? I can talk to him. He understands where I'm coming from. He doesn't get offended at all by the shit that I say. My daughter, totally different. I cannot talk to my daughter the same way I talk to my son. It's impossible. She will feel like I hurt her feelings. And I'm gonna tell you something. My daughter is much more meaner than my son. My son is very humble. My son is very much so like me. You know what I'm saying? He very much so. Me and him got a lot of similar same ways. My daughter is very tough. She is like the mother figure of all of the children, and she got a sister that's older than her, but my daughter still bosses them around, tell them what to do, and she the middle baby. You know what I'm saying? But she don't feel like she mean. She feel like she loving and nice, but she's mean. She bossed me around too. My daughter 21 years old, and she be telling me shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God. And if I kind of like, sometimes I go back and forth with them, but not not really, because if I get into it with her, she gonna cry. She gonna cry. She gonna say I hurt her feelings and this and that. I can't talk to her the same. So I can tell my son's shit to do, and he'll listen to me. He might not do it, but he gonna listen. My daughter, if I tell her shit to do, she ain't gonna listen. Because she's smart and she's independent. She's very independent. She take care of herself, honestly. She live in her own crib in Tally. She got her own car. She works. She take care of herself. I'm telling you, my daughter's off on her own. But I have to suggest shit for her. Hey, I think maybe you should possibly think about, I have to like put a goddamn soften up what I really want her to do. You know what I'm saying? My son, I could be like, hey, look, man, this is what you need to do. Da, 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 da. My daughter, hell no. You got to be gentle with her because she definitely will take offense to shit. You see what I'm saying? So you have to parent your children differently. You know what I'm saying? And you can use your own life experiences. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't fucking have your kids going to school dirty and shit because you went to school dirty and shit with one pair of shoes and shit like that. That's the basic shit that was fucked up about your upbringing. But some shit you should implement. They should have chores. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Let me be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. My kids is little workers. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about my kids, the one I got. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about when you have kids, if you got children, you better make them motherfuckers work around the house. It is no way that you got kids and you going to work, you providing all of this shit, and you come home and your kids done fucked up the whole house and you ain't making them clean up. You got to clean up your home goddamn house after you get home from working a 9 to 5 or whatever you were doing to provide for them. And they fucked the house up. Oh, I ain't gonna clean up. I'm gonna get them a maid. I ain't gonna make them clean up. I'm gonna get them a maid. You got me fucked up. Y'all finna clean this motherfucking house up. I might say it like that, or I might not say it like that. Depends on how I'm feeling. But y'all gonna get the message that y'all ain't just existing. No, you finna clean this house up. You finna keep this shit straight for a lot of reasons. Because it's the right thing to do. But also, I'm teaching you how to provide for your own take care of your own self, provide at your own house. I mean, take care of your own house, your own household. You see what I'm saying? I'm teaching you how to be a responsible person. I'm not just giving you every fucking thing. No, that's not finna happen. Even if I was rich, I wouldn't give my kids everything. I thought about this the other day. If I hit the lotto, I still would put stipulations on my kids. I'd be like, look, you get this $1 million, but I want you to do this. Know what I'm saying? You want this $1 million? I need you to go get this degree. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pay for the whole schooling. When you get out, you get this money. I'm gonna look out for you. You're gonna have a crib and you have a nice car and all that shit. But when you get that degree, you're gonna get this money. It's gonna deposit into your account. And I would set little goals for them. You know what I'm saying? Or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta push them, man. You got to push them. You can't give them everything, man. I'm telling you, it doesn't build a responsible person, man. I'm just telling you. But I'm gonna keep going. Hey, damn you, nephew and Kenny. I see y'all done drop down. Damn y'all just done left your boy. Shout out to Chicks 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Camille Kimball. Happy Turkey Day.
To be here. So if you're gonna be here and you're gonna stand 10 toes and you're gonna make the grade, I will be your mom. I will be the supporter. I will be the financial.
She sounds like a good mom. Hey, Trent's baby, man, I think you blew the bag, man. You should be there to support your brother, not ruin his name in the industry. You have certain people in Polo G. I'm telling you this right now. Like, watch out for your relationships with people in this industry because some people, they're blaming you for his actions. So your brother came in this game, start doing weird shit to other people who have some type of affiliation to other people. And it's all going to come back on you. Obviously, he's going to go through this murder case, which is also very unfortunate. You know, prayers for his family, but you know what I mean? It almost comes across as a dude, like, if I'm to believe the mom, that she tried her best to give them a good life. And the dude not only had a good life growing up, gets a rich famous rapper as his brother. And once he gets there, goes to LA where he lives in a mansion, and now he's robbing everybody around and allegedly killed someone. I gotta imagine that he was in LA trying to get his stripes. I have to imagine. There's no other way for me to like kind of imagine. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, just prayers for this entire family. I know they're probably going through the sister, the mom, obviously Polo G, and I hope he's innocent. But I'm gonna be honest with you, whether he's innocent or not, I'm telling you the truth because this is what's happening in the industry. Niggas have been saying this nigga been running around using Polo G's name to rob a whole lot of people. Okay, so address that too. All right, people, let's keep this shit moving, man. What else is cracking out here?
I know she hurt. Shout out to Kenny. I know she hurt though. You know what I'm saying? What up, Dre? What up, Dre?
Hey, salute, my brother.
What's up? What's up? Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Happy Thanksgiving, my brother.
I know she hurt though. You know what I'm saying? Because I can tell this woman love her kids, and for her to have Polo G on one spectrum as successful with her style of parenting, and to have another child that is incarcerated for a murder at 18 years old, her baby. Y'all got to remember that. That's the baby. So, you know, the baby always get, y'all just know, the baby get a little bit more love than everybody else. I'm going to just be real with y'all. I was the oldest of my mama kids, and I'm the baby boy of my daddy kids, so I kind of understand. Not really, though. My daddy military died. My dad never really babied us, but he babied my sister, but not me, because I'm a boy. But my little brother on my mama's side, my mama definitely babied him. You know what I'm saying? And I was cool with that because I understood my role. I'm the big bro. I took pride in being the big brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, it definitely is a thing. And but my little brother, he definitely was baby, and the baby always get a little bit of extra love, you know, because he's the youngest, and you know that's how it goes. But this little boy is the baby. He 18 years old. So I know this woman is hurting like a motherfucker, man. Can you imagine to be done did? And she said that she wanted to make sure her kids never knew what struggle was. So I'm going to just say this. I can only imagine how hard this lady went and whatever she was doing in order to provide for them. And to have this happen, I gotta believe she hurting like a motherfucker, dog. Do you see her? She got. You see her wrist? She got watches and bracelets all up and down. That motherfucker. She iced out like a motherfucker. Her neck iced out. The other arm iced out. She icy as hell. You know what I'm saying? They live in a mansion. You know what I mean? You probably got properties and businesses and all type of stuff. And then you have your 18-year-old son running around here robbing cameramen, streamers, and camera directors for shit that he already got, or shit that she would buy him to keep him out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can imagine what the conversations are going to be or have been. Like, this is one of them situations where it's like, bro, I would have gave you that shit. You ain't have to go out there and do that shit. I know this is what is going to be said or had to be said or has been said because they say they've been doing this for an extended period of time. Bro, why are you going and robbing the fucking cameraman for money and we got more money than the cameraman? Why are you robbing? They say he got the director to wire him some money. That was part of it. Remember, he robbed him and then tried to get the dude to wire him some money to his account. What? How much money could this dude wire you that you don't already got? You know what I mean? Unless Polo G them bird feed him and ain't give him no money, but I don't believe that. I do not believe that. I want to see what this motherfucking net worth is, man. Let me Google this motherfucker. I got to know. I got to know.
And the sad part about it is, bro, as much as she tried to do for him, you also got to think about the outside influences. As a parent, you can do everything you want to do, but but really, what molds us as children and teens when we growing up is our peers, bro. That's another major thing that a lot of us really don't think about, bro. Is the peers that we put ourselves around. So she might have been trying to make sure that he ain't got to be near the trenches and going through the struggle, but he probably going to school hanging with the people who is in the trenches and the struggles and letting that influence him. So that's another thing that we also got to think about. Some of us as kids, we're easily manipulated. So that's what it sounds like is really happening in the situation, which is sad because I mean this is what our culture, and I hate to say this about our culture, but this is what our culture's basically influences and pushes for us to do. It's like, oh, when you go to school, kids, oh, you live in Manchester, oh, you this, you a silver spoon, baby. We kind of pick on them and kind of make them feel bad for them having a good. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what we do, especially like when we're coming from the struggle, we see people doing better than us. We got to.
Right.
It's like a crab in a bucket mentality.
Yeah.
So as much as we want to blame the mother, we also got to blame his outside influences too, bro, because that plays a major role.
I'm just thinking real quick. I like to look at everything from everybody's perspective. I like your point, and I'm gonna just say this. Yeah, I agree. If you because I didn't think about it. So say you somebody like Trench Baby, who your mama and your father providing a decent life for you. You know, you go to school with nice clothes and shit like that. I ain't even, I'm saying before the riches. I'm just saying like the nice living. I mean, nice upbringing. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, middle class.
Middle class, right? Middle class. You, I'm trying to find the words to say this. You don't really understand, because you ain't never not had. So, and you a young kid. You a young kid. So, yeah, I'm with you on this one here, Dre. The outside influences definitely could persuade you. We know peer pressure is very much is very strong. You know what I mean? I've been peer pressure growing up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure everybody has to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we do fall victim to that. And I'm not absolving him of all accountability, but what I'm saying is I do agree with you, the outside influences, and we can see it clearly nowadays with the youth in the way that they out here, everybody. I like to use King Von. Everybody want to be King Von and shit like that, you know. But go ahead, hold me down real quick. I gotta take this phone call, Dre.
Yeah, nah. I definitely feel you, bro. I ain't trying to say like don't hold him accountable either, bro. Because I mean, you gotta hold him accountable because at the end of the day, he a man. So, but all I'm saying is like you got to think about stuff like that, bro. Because you think about how many times, like especially once his brother actually came on and became Polo G. Think about how many told him, "Oh, you only got this because of your brother," or "You only did." You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that plays a major part in people's head, bro. Especially when you feel like you got to prove yourself to people because people always talking about what somebody else did for you. You know, I mean, as a man, I don't know how other people, but as a man, bro, I don't never like the feeling of feeling like somebody else got something up on me where they say, "Oh, I did this for you. That's why you did this." Like somebody made me. So I mean, and sometimes that could be pride. I mean, I admit I deal with pride issues sometimes too. But having somebody else hold some over your head like somebody else is the reason why you got or why you got this, and you sometimes that don't make you feel like how you supposed to feel as a man, bro. So that could play a major part in what he got going on in his mental too. People always feel, basically saying, "Oh, you got this because of your parents. You got this because of your brother." That can make you feel like you got to prove yourself to people. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm not saying all of us been through that, but I'm pretty sure most of us been through stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been through stuff like that when I was growing up. People, you know what I'm saying? People like, oh, your mama worked 2 jobs, you got this because your mama. And I was still in middle school, high school, you know what I'm saying? So, and it played a mental, but it also made me want to go out here and hustle and get my own grind and get my own money. It didn't make me want to go rob people or do this right here, but it did inspire me to say, you know what, let me go out here and prove that I can do it myself. But everybody don't have that mentality when they're getting peer pressure and people telling them somebody else is the reason why you got, basically making it seem like you can't do it yourself. So we all got to think about stuff like that, man. We never, how happy life that we be seeing people, man. You never know, honestly, what people really going through. This should tell you, bro. Like you might see somebody like, oh, he got to have a good life. His mama take care of him. His mom and dad there for him. He got a brother that's in the rap game, and his life got to be great. And really, we don't understand the people mental, bro. Like you never understand somebody mental what they're going through. You can't always judge a book by its cover because you might think they got a good life, but everybody got their own demons they fighting. I mean, I understand, like the private school thing. People always make it seem like private school, like it's so great, but hey, you got some crazy stuff that go on in the private schools too now. private schools ain't all glitz and glamour just because you hear the name and you're like, oh, it's a private school. So all private schools ain't like that. Where just because you go to a private school, you away from some of the stuff you got to deal with. It's not as bad as it is in most public schools, but I know some private school babies that still was out here in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? And just because they was going to private school because they was able to play basketball or football or some of the sort. You know what I'm saying? They had a talent. So we got to think about stuff like that too now. But at the end of the day, we all got to hold him accountable, bro. At the end of the day, don't fall on Polo G, don't fall on his mother, don't fall on his dad. It falls on him because he's the ones out here making the mistakes that he's making and making the decisions he's making. We don't have to make those decisions.
I got a question, Dre. If that was your brother, what would you have done?
If that was my brother, what? As far as like what he was going through?
And he was out here robbing everybody in the music industry and shit, and you already got money. Like, how would you have maneuvered that situation? Because I'm assuming they talked to him already, and it seemed like it continued to the point where he got a murder charge now.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, like me and my brother, like if you going out here doing stuff on putting smut on my man like that, we're gonna have to get him up, man. We're gonna have to go in the backyard, get him up. After that, we're gonna shake hands, hug, whatever we gotta do, but we're gonna have to get him up, bro, because you can't be out here dirty and putting my name and stuff that I ain't got nothing to do with, bro. Like you doing nothing like this, you kind of doing me dirty, bro. You out here robbing people and using my name to rob people, like, yeah, we're gonna have to get him up, bro. We're gonna have to go in the backyard, get him up one good time.
You think that's gonna be enough though? Because this young man, he packing pistols too now. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, I ain't saying that would have been enough to change him, but I'm saying we would at least have to get him up, and that at least would have let him know, like, all right, like I'm doing something wrong. Because at the end of the day, like if he got the love for me, like how my brother got the love for me, like me and my brother, we ain't never had to get him up like that. Like me and my just the love that I got for my brother, if my brother was up, like I would never be out here robbing people and using my brother's name to rob them. Just out of the love I got for my brother. So if you got any type of love for your brother, bro, like if it comes to the point where I got to put hands on you or you got to put hands on me, something is obviously wrong, bro. So it's something that needs to be fixed. Like,
facts.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's just out of the love, though, bro. Like it ain't even got to be my brother. Like I would never come on your platform and do something to hurt your platform. It's not even because you my brother. It's just because out of respect, out of the love, you know what I'm saying? There's mutual respect as men. Like,
do you think that this young man? What do you think his issue was? Like, why do you know what I mean? Like, cause I ain't gonna count to you. I've been just theorizing, throwing shit against the wall, not really understanding, because this shit baffles me. You know what I mean? But I understand that how I think is not how everybody else think. And I'm trying to get in the side of the mind of this young man because I see academic, he was fucking baffled as well. And I'm just trying to understand what possibly could be going on with this young man to where he would be doing this type of shit.
I told you, bro, I think it was the fact that he always heard how his parents was always doing something for him. Then his brother become a rapper. Now you only got this because your brother got this. He feel like he basically the stuff he's doing is he feel like he got to prove himself as a man. If you just look at everything that he's doing, bro, it's to prove himself. It's to make him feel like, all right, yeah, I'm that dude. I'm that. No, you get what I'm saying? Like, but he going about it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And like I said, it goes back to who is he hanging around when he's not around his brother, when he's not around his parents. Who is the people he's hanging around? Because somebody's influenced him to the point where he feels like he got to be out here in the streets when he don't. Because at the end of the day, with the structure and everything he had going on, bro, he could be getting some legit legal money. He could have surpassed his brother with the opportunities he probably got, and he's around.
And I'll be honest, you get what I'm saying? He's not a bad rapper either. I heard a little bit of his music. For the drill, it is drill, but I'm saying he all right. You know what I'm saying? He all right.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But prime example, right? Like if Polo G was my brother, right? You want to know one of the first things I would have learned? I would have wanted to learn, and I would have been just watching and peeping. I would have wanted to talk to his manager. Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, the
mama, the manager.
That's even better. I'm going to Mom Deuce. Hey, that's even better because now I'm going to Mom Deuce. Hey, Mom, teach me everything you need to know. And you know, she already done taught you everything. So you know she gonna keep it real with you and say, hey, XYZ, she gonna let you shadow her, bro. You could start managing people. You could, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many opportunities.
He could have been managing people right now.
That's my point. It's so many opportunities that when you're around the people that he's around, bro, and like his parents and his brother, like, bro, it's so many opportunities that you can put yourself and get yourself with a foot in the door that most other people is gonna have a harder time getting to. So he could have used that energy to do something positive and actually been doing something structured in the right way. But obviously he was, I hate to say it, but his heart and his soul was pulled to the streets, which a lot of us is, bro. Like, that's just, like I said, that's why I go back to our culture, bro. Our culture is so messed up that even the people who have made it past the point of where they didn't have to struggle in life, they still feel like, oh, I gotta be street. I gotta be real. The only way I could be real if I'm street, which is sad, bro.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I learned this too in the streets because I used to psychoanalyze my peers as well. Some of them, some people that I had interactions with, they were street people. Like the motherfuckers couldn't function nowhere else but the streets, right? That like it's just be real. Some people, you know, it's levels to this shit. Some people got the ability to level up to levels that others can't. You know, this is just how the world works. I realized that those people, you got to be weary of them, and anybody in a certain level that you with them at. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because they will persuade you, if you're not strong-minded, that to be where they at. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I told my son this. I say, son, you got to lead. Some of your friends ain't going where you could go. Don't let them stop you and you stay where they at because they can't go where you going. You get what I'm saying? You got to either you fuck with them, you got to lead them to be better, or cut them off and keep going where you're going. But you can't let them keep you to their level where you're. Like I had dudes that was just gonna be street dudes, and they would glorify that because in their mind they felt like they couldn't do nothing else, or they really couldn't. Like I got partners that really don't have the ability to function in a normal society. Trust me, I got some that ain't gonna work. They can't work. They're gonna cuss the boss man. I call him a cracker. I fuck this shit. You know what I mean? The people that glorify the streets to the point to where it's them and that's everything. A lot of times them are the people that feel like they can't go anywhere else or do anything else. So they just hang on to what they know and they gravitate towards and they glorify that to make themselves feel better about where they at. You know what I'm saying? And if you let them people persuade you to stay there, you'll be stuck there. And I learned this early on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm be honest with you, I'm from the streets, but I never wanted to be. I was one of them kids that I liked going over my white friends' houses who had a pool, who had food, who had a mom and a daddy together. It was like an escape for me. You feel what I'm saying? Because when I go back home, bitch, we ain't got no food in this motherfucker. When I go back home, my dad ain't there. It's just my mom and this bitch. When I go back home, I really got to look at the reality of what the fuck the situation where I'm living in. So when I used to go to like befriend white friends or wealthy friends at school, I enjoyed being able to go over to their house and hang out with them and escape the realities of the world that I was living in. You know what I'm saying? So I understood that whole shit early on. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? So, but if you're coming from what Trench Baby had, he never had the struggle, so he don't understand how blessed he is. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And that's like that was the same thing that was blessing him was the same thing that was a detrimental to him in the context of it was great that he was babied and coddled, but it also was a detriment because he thought that's how the world was going to treat him. And at the end of the day, the world is not going to baby you and coddle you. The world is a hard place.
Right. Exactly. How do you think they connected him to this murder?
I don't know, man. I don't know all the facts. So I don't want to speak and misquote because I don't know all the facts. Like I just read up on this the other day.
Right.
But so I don't want to sit here and say something that's wrong or act like I'm misinformed because I don't really know all the facts on the case yet. So
right.
I kind of want to wait for some more facts to come out.
Right. They should be out in the next couple of days because this is kind of what's the name news. All right, we're gonna switch topics. Shout out to SLK. This is not one of the topics that I was gonna go over, but I did see this topic, and it's interesting as fuck to me. Did y'all see the video of ASAP Rocky pulling the gun out on his boy? Did you see it, Dre?
Yeah, I seen it. That was crazy.
That shit was crazy. Like, listen. When I seen that shit, I said to myself, "Damn, ASAP Rocky, he get busy." You know what I'm saying? Like he get busy. Like I was like I you know, I'm from the street, so when I see the shit, okay, is this the one? I don't know. I don't think it's the one. I'm trying to see the one I saw. Listen, man, ASAP Rocky ran down on that nigga. I ain't gonna even cap to you. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if you remember or not, but I remember when he was telling the story about how he first met Casanova. He met him and Casanova first met when they was locked up together.
In jail,
Mhm.
right? In jail, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this too. I done met quite a few famous people, and I'm gonna say this too. Some of the motherfuckers, the only reason why they ain't in jail is because they famous. I know Mike Tyson is one of the people that you can think about the quickest when you think about this type of shit. Definitely, Mike Tyson would have been in prison or some shit if he wasn't a successful boxer or hadn't had the guy Customato come into his life at a certain amount of time, at a certain point in time, to where he could curve all that negativity and that aggression and anger and stuff that he had, and turn that into one of the most devastating heavyweight boxers that we ever seen in the history of boxing. So a lot of the famous people that walk that line between right and wrong that I have met, I'm telling you, a lot of the motherfuckers I be watching. I sit and watch them, and I talk to them and shit like that. And a lot of the motherfuckers, I'm telling you, it's not a lot of difference between them and the regular people. A lot of times they had a certain talent, skill set, opportunity, or met the right person, or was related to the right person, and they got on. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely have I met, and I'm sure I know these people exist, that I have met somebody that I'd be like, damn, no matter what, they would have been famous. I can only remember a couple of them, handful, that I thought no matter what, they would have been successful and famous no matter what. The rest of the motherfuckers is just like regular people, and they get caught up in the same regular shit, but they just don't get it. Just don't. They, for whatever reason, the God blessed them, or however it happened, they just didn't get caught up. Like it's a thin line between being successful and not being successful, is what I'm saying. I'm telling you from what I see or what I know. Like I done been around like successful and famous people, and I'd be like, bro, don't you know who you is? Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing that? Like, you could get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be doing it
For
anyway.
sure.
And that brings me back to ASAP Rocky. When I saw that video, he definitely struck me as somebody that's like, damn, he's successful by the skin of his teeth, because he definitely, if from the shit that I saw him do on that video, he definitely could be in jail. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you the backstory. I saw this shit. I think it was Poetic Flacco. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was Poetic Flacco.
And just think about it. That's a childhood friend. It's his friend that he fell out with. So just imagine that was somebody he didn't even know.
Right. I think I'm gonna let Poetic Flacco. I think that was ASAP. I think that was Poetic Flacco video I was watching. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna play it for y'all. For y'all that don't know, this shit is amazing, bro.
And he will utterly.
I ain't okay. I'm gonna say this too. I be studying people, of course, because my platform is not as big as I want it to be, and I gotta, of course, I'm about to tweak some things in order to get this engine back to rolling. Because we kind of been stagnant for a while, but I'm demonetized right now, so it's cool. But I got a couple more weeks to be in timeout, in YouTube jail, and then I'll be back. God damn it. but I'm studying Poetic Flacco, and I will say the way Poetic Flacco delivers his content is very palatable. His commentary in between the scenes of what he's talking about is very professional, but it's also funny, but it's also informative. I'm telling you, in the format that he's doing his content on, it works for him. Because of course I remember Poetic Flacco from No Jumper, and I remember when this platform that he's on right here, his own YouTube platform, wasn't as big as this. And I've been watching his numbers, and his numbers been jumping exponentially. What's the word? Did I say it right, Dre? Did I say it? Did I say it right?
Yeah, you said it.
Exponentially. It's been growing very fast, and I'm telling you, it's because of the frequency that he put the videos out, and it's the format. You know what I'm saying? And it's also his commentary. And I just want y'all to pay attention to that. Those of you guys who like me, who may want to jump into this YouTube arena, and I like Flacco. I'm just admiring his process. You know what I'm saying?
From a trip from Barbados with his then pregnant girlfriend Rihanna. Now, at the same time ASAP Rocky was being arrested, his LA home was also being raided by police.
Bro, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Did the police fall trying to break the door, break the butt gate down, bro? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Did y'all see the police? Like, bro, listen, I didn't even catch that shit the first time. Look this shit up.
He gonna need some Epsom salt.
Right.
We will soon learn that ASAP Rocky was being charged with assault with a firearm for an incident that took place in November of 2021 involving a once close friend of his, ASAP Relly. ASAP Relly and ASAP Rocky started beef in October of 2021. Now, their beef stemmed from the death of ASAP Josh. Now, after ASAP Josh passed away, ASAP Rocky promised to pay for the funeral. ASAP Relly felt that ASAP Rocky was dragging his feet to send him money and pay for the arrangement. So he would text ASAP Rocky, "You're so effing fake, it's sad. Don't forget who introduced you to this life." That was ASAP Relly's way of reminding ASAP Rocky that he was the one who petitioned to have ASAP Rocky be a part of the ASAP mob, and he's responsible for ASAP Rocky's riches and fame. He would also let ASAP Rocky know that he was extremely selfish for not helping members of the group who were currently living in the projects and strung out on drugs. ASAP Rocky read that man's messages, bro, and never responded back to him. Like, left him on red, completely silenced. Now, it wouldn't be until ASAP Relly was in a vehicle with ASAP Bari driving around that ASAP Rocky will call ASAP Bari. ASAP Bari would put the phone on speaker, and ASAP Rocky would be venting to ASAP Bari about ASAP Relly, essentially saying that Relly was a weirdo and he was strung out and he was wilding out, and he will beat up Relly when he see Relly. Now, Relly felt extremely disrespected and started shouting while the phone was on speaker, and that led to a back and forth between him and ASAP Rocky. A month later, when they was both in LA, ASAP Rocky gave ASAP Relly a call and asked to meet up to have a conversation about their issues. Now, when they met up, ASAP Rocky immediately attacked ASAP Relly, and things got confrontational. ASAP Relly would tell police that ASAP Rocky would pull a gun on him, and he would dare ASAP Rocky to shoot him, telling him, pull the trigger. Don't take out that gun if you're not gonna use it. And according to ASAP Rocky will pull out the gun and fire 4 shots at him, hitting his hand.
Okay, first of all, when ASAP Rocky, when dude walked up, ASAP Rocky grabbed him up, right? So let me explain what that looked like, right? He didn't want to kill him, right? Because if he wanted to kill him, he would have shot him initially. You know what I mean? He didn't want to kill him. What he wanted to do was he wanted to beat him up, and he wanted to let Rocky beat him up. That's what happened. When you got a gun and you ain't just shot a motherfucker, you want to beat a motherfucker up, and you want them to bitch up and let them beat them up because he didn't shoot him. So I could see he didn't shoot him off top. He wasn't even throwing no blows. It was like wrestling and shit. But let me tell you what happens. Once you go to wrestling with somebody and they kind of fighting back, you go to remembering that you got a gun. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why the fuck am I wrestling with this nigga? I don't have to wrestle with this nigga. I could just shoot this nigga, right? So at that point, I could see it escalated. Rocky pulled the gun out. He still didn't want to kill him because if he wanted to kill him, he could have killed him because it's clear that what Jit name is, I forgot what his name is, but the other ASAP guy,
Relly.
Relly didn't have a gun. So Rocky could have killed him easily, right? And I'm gonna tell you, if you pay attention to the scene where like Rocky and him was like, and the other guy, they was like in a little open area and they was like, moving all around, but they wasn't close to each other. I tend to believe that's when Rocky was shooting in. You know what I'm saying? That dude looked like he was dancing like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna show you right. Where is it? Right here. Look. See? They in different spaces. See? I think this is Rocky was shooting him. See? He's shooting him. He's shooting at him. See what I'm saying? This is Rocky here. He's shooting at him then. The dude dancing. He dancing. You know what I'm saying? Now Rocky take off. Now I got a question with this one him. He ain't got a car. Like he ain't come down in a car. Or maybe he left his car. Because he ran a long ways. Like, look at this shit. He ran a long ways. This is camera footage from the neighborhood. This is Rocky still running. He ran a long ways. I assume this guy right here, like, man, Rocky, man, what's up, man? You tripping, man? That's the bros, man. That's the guys, man. That's a long way to run, bro. Hear the bullets? Hear the gunshots? See?
After the incident, ASAP Relly would text ASAP Rocky and let him know that he used to love him and he can't believe that ASAP Rocky tried to take him away from his daughter. ASAP Rocky will respond back via text as if he's been here and done this before, and he will utterly deny everything and tell Relly he didn't know what he was talking about and he's insane. ASAP will say, Rel, what the F? Why are you telling people I shot you? Stop making shit up, Rel. ASAP was so confident in his alibi or his evidence to exonerate himself.
ASAP said that shit because he understood that text message, that correspondence could be used if he admitted to shooting him. That's what he did that for.
Relly to go to the police. Now, ASAP would also say that Relly was trying to extort him. ASAP would type, now you're trying to extort niggas, talking about I shot you and shot you 4 times. All type of nonsense.
Call the police, you weirdo. And that's what ASAP Rocky did. And a grand jury seen that particular video and said that was enough for ASAP Rocky to get indicted and go to trial for this. Now, ASAP Rocky's lawyer, despite, I guess, the preponderance of evidence that ASAP Rocky was involved in this altercation and he pulled a gun out, ASAP Rocky's lawyer think this case is going to be pretty easy to beat.
Joe, you disappointed this is going to trial?
No. This is the judge just said there's a scintilla of evidence required. This is not a trial, and certainly that standard of proof. The judge even said a scintilla of evidence is enough. It's probable cause hearing. Trial is going to be very different, obviously, because we'll be presenting some evidence that is going to be insurmountable. The witness is not going to be able to withstand cross-examination in front of a jury. And we have a lot of evidence that's going to be unveiled at trial, not here. This is not the form for that. So this preliminary hearing, it's a very low standard. Judge used the word scintilla of evidence. That's all they need. So not disappointed, not surprised. We expected this to go to trial. We've been planning for trial all along.
Do you feel like your client was set up to some degree? It seems like that's what you're indicating. Is that part of your
question? The last question I asked this witness, guys, you'll remember this rally was, did you ever ask Rocky or any of his associates for millions of dollars to make the criminal case go away? He swore under oath, no, he did not. That's not going to bode well for him at trial.
When would y'all learn, bro? You can't come to court and cap your butt off, bro. So apparently ASAP Rocky was trying to get $1 million out of ASAP Rocky in exchange to drop the charges. But apparently Rocky came to court.
Hey, man, I'm going to say this. That shit don't matter. Nigga, listen, you shot the man. It's shit on camera. Like, we see you on camera, player. Now if you want to talk about the clarity of the footage, okay, yeah, we can get into all of that and however it go. But you got a victim. This is sort of like goddamn Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. If you got a victim saying you shot them, I mean, New York, in fucking New York, where you ain't even supposed to have a gun, like, bro, you got a victim that's willing to get on the stand. He done told the police that you shot him. Like, that's kind of a lot. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he asked you for money don't change the fact that you shot him. He's asking for money because you shot him, motherfucker. That's the same as if you shoot him, you're a celebrity, you shoot him, and then he sue you in civil court. Ain't that the same thing? Pay me, motherfucker. That's the same thing. That does not take away from the situation that happened at hand. He wouldn't be asking you for no money had you not shot him. You feel me? You get what I'm saying?
I definitely feel you, bro. And when I first seen this, bro, the first thing I said, bro, ASAP Rocky, bro, he a crash dummy.
Yeah, he a crash dummy.
He a crash dummy, bro. If you knew you, like, prime example, like what you were saying earlier, just to pick up back what you were saying. He knew he didn't want to kill him. You knew you didn't want to kill him while you put a gun out. You should just put hands on him.
Facts.
I just would have put hands on him.
He was scared that boy was gonna whoop his ass. That's why he brought that gun.
I would have put, hey, look, it don't even matter at that point, bro. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's you right about that, bro. And to me, bro, that's why I don't really respect the streets anymore, because everybody's scared to take ass with them, bro.
Facts.
Like, ain't nothing wrong with taking ass with them, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, it's about the principle. Like, I tell people all the time, like, they're like, oh, do you don't care if you gonna win or lose? No, bro, because it's about the principle. I just want you to know you ain't gonna play with me like that no more. You play with everybody else, just ain't gonna play with me.
Right, and I promise you, because I don't, of course, I came up fighting as well, and I won some and I lost some. I ain't lost in a long time, but I'm saying, no matter what, once you fight, that shit changed the whole shit. Because the nigga whoever you going through it with, they don't want to have them problems with you no more. But you know what I mean? The worst thing is for you not to fight at all. Once you fight and a motherfucker realize how difficult it is, they don't want no trouble with you no goddamn more, and it alleviates the problem. You see what I'm saying? And you can settle your differences. That, you know what I mean? A lot of times when we was kids, the people that we fought, we end up being cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you know what I mean? They end up being your closest friends. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you. So I agree, man. It's a humbling experience to have an ass whooping, but it builds character. I mean, it used to. Nowadays, these just crazy. I don't know.
It don't build character these days, because these days you beat somebody else, you got to worry about to come back shooting.
Facts. That's why I will fight, but I don't be quick to fight as I used to be, because I'll be already knowing that I'm going to probably have to try to kill this person, because that's probably what they're gonna try to do to me. So before I get into it with somebody, I ask myself, I be like, is this worth me killing this motherfucker over? Because I'm going to probably have to try to kill this motherfucker because this motherfucker gonna try to kill me. And that might not even be what they be thinking, but I assume that's what they thinking. So I'm already there. I'm already there, motherfucker. Because I see.
This day and age, you got to take it there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just how I be. But let me continue.
And when the defense attorney cross-examined him or questioned him about this, he denied it. He said it wasn't true, despite the fact that the defense attorney has evidence that Relly was out here trying to get $1 million in exchange to drop the particular charges. Now, they also spoke on the quote-unquote bullet wounds where Relly claims he got shot 4 times.
You think it'd be hard to convince a jury that those aren't bullet wounds on the finger?
That was crazy.
Well, I know they didn't look like bullet wounds to you based on that question. I mean, I got more. I hit that.
You got
side podium.
I see a bullet wound right there.
Much worse than that thing. Right?
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Definitely not bullet wounds. Well, I don't have to say more. That's why jury's going to come into play here. Common sense is going to prevail, and we're going to get him through this, and he's going to be vindicated. But the evidence we have that they don't know about is going to be devastating.
The video evidence is damning. Some people think that video evidence will be the game breaker, and that will send him to jail for a very long time, especially pulling out a gun and shooting somebody in LA comes with a steep punishment. I mean, we've seen it with Tory Lanez, all right? His lawyer thinks that he's going to get off easily. Who knows what's going to happen? Y'all let me know what do you guys think is going to happen.
Oh, my bad. LA, okay. All right, cool. I want to see these goddamn bullet wounds. You know what I'm saying? Because what his name is, Assalt Relly?
Yeah, Relly, yeah.
I want to see these goddamn bullet wounds because they acting like these motherfuckers is superficial. Let me see. Assalt Relly. Bullet. He might ain't took no picture of him. Images. No, he didn't take no pictures of him. This is suspicious to me. I'm not saying that ASAP didn't shoot him. I clearly heard the gunshots. Maybe he didn't shoot him. Maybe the injuries happened during the scuffle. Because they acted like, even the cameraman, even the TMZ guy was acting like they didn't look like bullet wounds. You get what I'm saying? And then ASAP is asking Relly in the text message, why are you telling people that I shot you? Call the police, weirdo. Maybe he didn't shoot him. Maybe the injuries he got was sustained in the tussle. Or maybe he grazed them and it's not enough to, look like a bullet wound. Maybe it's not a hole going straight through his hand. Maybe it's a slash across the top of his hand that could be, looked at as a cut or a scrape or something that he did when they was tussling or something like that. I definitely would like to see what his hand looked like. But I will say this, that don't alleviate ASAP Rocky of any culpability, being that we got you on camera with a gun. We got you shooting at this man. This man said you shot at him. It don't matter. That's still goddamn aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You are a felon. And you out there in LA with the bullshit. And you're a celebrity. And LA loves to make examples of celebrities. So ASAP Rocky a crash test dummy. He's a crash test dummy too.
Crash dummy for sure, my brother.
Yeah, he a crash test dummy too. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. He's a crash test dummy too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody just jumped in the building. Get in the chat. Let me know where y'all from. Let me know where y'all celebrating y'all Thanksgiving from right now. You know what I mean? Get in the chat because I'm just interested. I want to know wherever part of the country or the world that you guys are at right now, and y'all celebrating y'all Thanksgiving with y'all family. But yeah, he'll crash test dummy. And this just goes back to what we was talking about earlier with Trench Baby, Polo G's brother. And like I said, man, and this shit, let me tell you something. This shit be it be disrespectful to us. You know what I'm saying? To us who, I work 2 jobs, do YouTube, and I grind. I grind for mine, and I'm pretty sure a lot of my subscribers, a lot of y'all are working or doing whatever y'all got to do to provide or put food on the table, and we dream of the success and the type of financial stability that these people have, and they jeopardizing it and throwing it away and making decisions that we wouldn't make if we was in their situation. Man, I'll be somewhere so goddamn peaceful. Man, I'm telling you, I don't get it twisted. I'll be having me businesses and all of that type of shit. But I'm telling you, man, I have me a nice house, nice mansion somewhere on the salt water where I can walk out on my goddamn boat dock and throw my reeling rod out in that water. I have me a couple blunts rolled and probably a Corona or two in the ice chest right there. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be out there bitch fishing. You know what I'm saying? Wiggling my toes with my sandals on and my linen shorts and my silk shirt. You know what I'm saying? With my Tom Cruise Top Gun glasses on, with the wind just blowing through my flowing hair. You know what I'm talking about? With my wife in the bathing suit back there, getting ready we got a grill, we got the whole setup, out on the patio, the whole grill setup outside, not the grill, but the goddamn whole little cooking thing in the mansions, you know what I'm talking about, with the flat goddamn stove top. And soon as this goddamn trout come out this goddamn salt water or this snook or whatever, nigga, I'm finna get the chef to chop that bitch up, and we finna put that bitch on the goddamn grill early this morning. We finna have fresh caught trout. You know what I'm talking about for lunch? For breakfast. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, I could think of a million things to fucking do other than to be doing the shit that they doing. You know what I'm saying? I do it now, and I ain't even rich like the motherfuckers. I find my peace every day in the little things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, bro. And that just go to show you, bro. People think that money, you know what I'm saying, money solves everything. It don't. Because
No,
you
it
see
don't.
that people got money and they still do stupid, crash dummy stuff like this.
Crash
Like,
dumb shit.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
real with you, bro. Like, I think when people get that type of money, bro, it makes them feel untouchable. And that's why they do the dumb stuff they do. Because they feel like, oh, I got all this money, I'm untouchable. Which is the dumbest thing to think. Because that money can get taken away from you just like that.
Yeah, and for this, you're right. I totally agree, 100% agree with you. And let's go back to the situation that ASAP Relly and ASAP Rocky got into it about. That is not enough for me to get into it with this man about. That might be enough for me not to fuck with him no more. Him not to fuck with me no more. We not cool no more. But I'm not finna go jump on my homeboy because he got mad at me because I didn't pay for a funeral. I didn't pay for it fast enough or nothing like that. I say my little word back to him, and then it'll be fuck you, and he'll be like fuck you, and then it is what it is, and we just won't fight. We just won't fuck with each other no more. But I'm not finna go run down on him about a gun with a gun, and I'm ASAP Rocky now. I'm somebody. I got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go run down him on a gun with a gun about that. You know what I'm saying? Not that. I'm not saying. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it ain't situations that I wouldn't run down on motherfuckers about. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that right there is not enough for me to run down on him about. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely not, bro. Especially like you gotta think, like in situations like that, emotions is high. Like y'all just lost somebody close to y'all, so I mean, of course, emotions are gonna be high. So y'all might end up arguing or going through it over something, bro. But that ain't the reason for you to go over there and try to, especially no gun. Now, if you want to like I said, if you want to go in the backyard and throw them hands, it's cool. But pulling a gun out on somebody like that, like he did something like a major violation to him or something.
Right. And to be honest with you, what was what was you hoping to accomplish by going to doing this, Rocky? I'm with you. Throw the blows. Okay, let's roll. That's cool. We dogs. We might still don't fuck with each other after that, but we can get it off our chest. You said what you said. I want to hit you. You want to hit me. This is what it is. Okay, cool. Let's get it off our chest. However the shit may go, but we ain't gonna go no farther than this. And I still might not fuck with you, or you may not fuck with me, but we handled this. Nobody died. God damn it. But what was he trying to accomplish by doing that? That's how I know he'll crash that dummy. Because this was not thought out. You got two babies by Rihanna. You got already a lot of situations that done happened to you. you're supposed to be trying to level up. You get what I'm saying? You're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, trying to turn into Beyonce and Jay-Z type of dynamic with you and Rihanna. And you keep fucking it up by doing this dumb shit to where you might be out of her children's life, your children's life, for an extended period of time. And it's not even worth it. It wasn't even a bag involved in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a bag. It's just because you and one of your homeboys got a disagreement about a funeral. You know what I'm saying? Now, did ASAP Rocky take a while to pay for funeral? I don't know. I don't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Yeah, okay, let's say, yeah, he did. Whatever. Like, that's not enough for me to be getting mad at this man. But I do think, you're right, Dre. I do think the funeral, losing the friend probably added to it. It's like, how could you say that? And they probably both had love for the friend. You get what I'm saying? And Rocky probably took that offense. I think that's probably what it was.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's exactly what happened, bro. Because I mean, just look at it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I don't know, bro. Like me personally, bro. Like if you and your man's got a problem like that, bro. Like I said, that's why you put the fisticuffs, because y'all might not be see eye to eye right now, but who's to say later on down the line that y'all don't patch things up? It
Facts.
happens all the time. At least it's an option. All I'm saying is at least it's an option. But once you shoot somebody, bro, it's hard to come back from that.
Facts. I had a buddy of mine. His name was Mike, right? And me and Mike was at my house. It was me, Mike, and my buddy Jermaine, and we was at my house. And back then I was a scammer. You know what I mean? And and I was the boss man. And Mike was working for me. And you know, I ain't gonna get into it too much, but Mike was working for me. But Mike was a strange guy. Mike was he don't get it twisted. He is anti-police as they come. He will not tell the police shit. But he was very funny. And okay, put it this way. Mike had bodies. Right? But he was the he was the goofiest guy who had bodies that I knew. Like Mike, like I never did no shit like that. I'll tell you, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I never ever did no shit like that ever in my life. I'm never gonna front and say I'm something that I'm not. I never fucking did no shit like that. Not even, you know. But Mike never scared me. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike, if you saw me and Mike together, you would very much so put me over him as far as like I used to talk shit to Mike. I cuss him out. We would get into it about various shit. And it was like a funny type of get into it. Like it was like we would argue, but it was never any fear of us taking it to any other level. And Mike had bodies. You know, like he in prison now. He in prison. But Mike had bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like it was crazy. But one day we were at my house and we was talking, and I forgot what we was talking about, but we got into it. And he asked me, he said, "Hey, if I asked you for a favor, you give me one." And I was hot at the time, and he wasn't hot as me, but he was hot. I forgot what we was debating or arguing about or whatever. And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I want a favor." I said, "Well, come on, let's go." And so my buddy Jermaine was not a street guy at all. He was pretty much a L7 square. But I told y'all I'm good at putting people around me that's good at shit that I'm not good at. And Jermaine was very smart, and I used to use Jermaine in the scamming. You know what I'm saying? Because he was smart. He knew a lot of shit, and he wasn't a street guy. But I introduced him to scamming. And anyway, he was there, and he immediately got scared because we two street dudes, we finna fight, and he the only one there. So we go out the back door. I promise you, when we go out the back door, me and Mike shoulder to shoulder. It's like when we went out the back door, both of our we damn near couldn't get out the back door because both of our shoulders we was squished in the back door. So we ended up getting out the back door. And I told you I grew up fighting. I could fight in a minute. Like I could turn from cool with you to fighting in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I could square off with you. You know what I mean? And it could be serious. So that's what we did. He squared up. He squared up. We go at it. Bing, 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 bing. We fight. I'm getting the best of Mike on the hands. And if I didn't even fucking last that long, right? I'm getting the best of Mike on the hands, right? So Mike decides to rush me. I'm taller than Mike, bigger than Mike. He Mike probably about a 175, 180. I'm probably about a good 225 at the time. Mike probably about a good 5'10". I'm 6'4". So and I'm way longer than him. So I'm getting the best of Mike at the time. But he rushed me. When he rushed me, some kind of way I slipped. So he's coming towards me. I'm going down on my back. Just picture this in slow motion. He's about to land on top of me, y'all. Like it's finna be, and it's finna be over. Because if he get on top of me, he got a little size on him now to where I didn't want to know what was gonna happen if he would have landed on top of me. I never did this shit before in my life. I don't even know how the fuck I did it, but I improvised. When I fell down to my I told you I could fucking fight. When I fell down to the ground, right, I'm on my back. I did this in one motion. I caught him and I kept rolling over. I kept rolling all the way over. So he flipped over on his back and I ended over on him. It was the only move that I could have did in order to keep from him being on top of me. So I just let myself slip and fall down on my back and I just rolled over. You know what I'm saying? I kept rolling and I just pushed myself up and I ended on top of him. It was I never did that move before, and it was the only time I ever did that shit. So I ended up on top of him, right? I never hit Mike when I was on top of him. And I just grabbed him and we just wrestled a little bit. And he say, man, I'm tired. I say, I'm tired too. I say, you through? He said, yeah. I say, I'm through too. I keep listening. So I got up off the top of him. I think my lip was buzzed, and I think he had a cut over his eye. And we went into the house. Jermaine, he looking scared. He didn't even try to break us up. He like, hey man, yeah, y'all, what y'all doing? Man, that's all he did when we was fighting. He was just like trying to talk us into stop fighting. Nigga, you could have came and broke us up or something. He didn't do none of that shit. So we go in the bathroom and we in the same fucking mirror. I got the tissue. He got the tissue. He bleeding, I'm bleeding, and we fucking in the same bathroom, in the same mirror, wiping each other wounds. You know what I'm saying? And that's my dog, and it never went no farther than that. And we laugh about the shit. You know what I'm saying? I think we smoked the blunt right after that. You know what I'm saying? And I say all that to say this: Mike wasn't nothing to be fucked up with in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike could get him a bitch now. I'm talking about Mike would rob people, and if he catch you wrong, if he got a situation with you, he'll unalive your ass too. You know what I'm saying? From what I hear, I don't know. You know, but I've heard stories. I was never around. You know what I'm saying? I never saw that side of him. But I did once I knew that he had done did shit to people. I started seeing the characteristics and the traits. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say this. Yeah, you know, a friendly fade. You know what I'm saying? It builds. It could bring you closer. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Rocky and them should have done instead of getting it to this extent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we laugh. SLK said, I know y'all laugh. Hell yeah, we laugh. It was funny. Listen, bro, I wish if Mike ever get out of jail, you know what I'm saying, I'll bring him on the platform, bro. The dude is hilarious, dog. He is fucking hilarious. He's not a raw type of guy. If you met Mike, you would swear that he a goofy. Like, he very funny. He very, he's not alpha, like he don't walk around with his chest out, but he goddamn sure would do it when it's time to be he's sneaky. That's what he is. He's a sneaky person that you would underestimate as somebody that you can walk over. And you know, you can't, you know what I'm saying? And he had love for me. Mike, and
that's what make him real dangerous right there.
Yeah, he's dangerous. Like you can't if he didn't, like Mike had love for me. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't, he would have killed me. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely will do it. He did. He had a lot of love for me, and that's why it never got to that extent. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like when it's a certain respect and a certain love there, bro, you can do stuff like that and it won't go far. But if just one of y'all don't have that same mutual respect or love, it can go anywhere from there.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere it go super up from there.
Because I used to shine on Mike sometimes, not like shine on him, but he would do dumb shit. Like, okay, let me give you an example of what he did one time. Mike was, and I'm gonna tell you something too. Not only Mike was a gangster, Mike got two brothers that's gangsters too. One of them got life, and the other one, he robbed the bank one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew Mike mama too. Mike mama was a crackhead from the block. You know what I'm saying? She dead now. Rest her soul. But all Mike's siblings is gangsters. I'm just telling you. One of the little brother got life, and the other brother, he robbed banks. He used to. You know what I'm saying? He ended up robbing a bank, and he did a little bit of time for robbing bank. He got out, but he back in prison now too. But what was I saying? Mike a gangster now, like, but I'll tell you one thing he did that was was stupid. So one time we used to go and do our thing. We used to go, I told you I was a scammer, so I had Mike running one of the crews for me. You know what I'm saying? Mike, once I got big enough to where I didn't need to be hands-on, I would employ Mike, and I would have Mike have his people, and Mike would go have his crew, and you know what I mean, and they'll go do they do, and they'll get the money, and they'll bring the money back to me, and I was the boss man. I supply them with whatever they needed, and they would pay me my money. You know what I'm saying? And but I also would have my own crew that I would run too. So because I couldn't be at two places at one time, and I felt like I could make more money. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I had one crew, but then once I had so many people that wanted to get on the ship with me, I would employ. I needed people that I could trust, and I could trust Mike to a certain extent. Now he would rip me off every now and then too. He would rip me off every now and then too. And like I might tell Mike to bring me back 4 stacks, and Mike would bring me back 3,500. It's free money. I would talk shit to him, and I knew that he would be done took $500, but it was free money, and I'm not gonna get into it. I would fake mad, talk shit, and tell him he owed me, and he would pay me little bit by little bit, but I knew he had the money. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't. You know what I mean? You gonna bring me 3,500? I'm gonna fake mad so you don't get you don't get the idea that you can keep ripping me off, but I ain't finna kill you about it. Plus, I done went and made 5 or 6 bands myself with my own little crew. So this 3,500 is money that I wouldn't have made if I cut him completely off. I wouldn't have made the 3,500. You know what I'm saying? So I take it, but I faked like I was mad. So anyway, we one night I'm in my rental car and he's in a car behind me, but I don't know it's him. I'm going to the spot. They buy me some trees. It's Friday night. I'm going to the spot to buy me some trees, some pills, some liquor. It's Friday. I'm finna hang out. I got my clothes. I've been out of town for about 4 days. I got me some money. I'm back in town. I'm finna party. I'm finna turn up. Got a couple friend girls. I'm finna go out. You know what I'm saying? So we going to the same track spot to get what we need, the party shit. But I don't know it's him. So when I go down the road, it's a car behind me flicking their fucking lights, bumping their horn, bum, 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 bum. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm mad now because, when you somebody just flicking their lights in behind you, so I hit on the brakes. Put that bitch in park and jump out. I ain't got no gun or nothing. I told y'all, I just be crazy. I ain't have no gun or nothing. So when I hit on the brakes, the car hit me in the back. Boom! Hit me. I'm in a rental. Hit me in the back. When I get out the car, it's fucking my dog. He done ran in the back of my motherfucking rental car, dog. Now, he didn't intentionally do it. He was just trying to get my attention. But he goofy like that. He fucking goofy like that. And he done ran in the back of my rental car. Now, he didn't wreck my rental car. But I cussed him out. What the fuck? You know what I'm talking about? And he got a couple girls in the car with him. I cussed him out like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Jump back in the car and haul ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit that he used to do, bro. He used to do a lot of goofy shit, dog. Goofy ass shit. I'm gonna tell y'all one more story about Mike. This story is fucking amazing. One time we was in Lehigh Acres. That's on the other side of Fort Myers. And Mike, I had Mike down there with me busting checks. You know what I'm saying? And I never seen but a few people pull this move. Mike pulled this move twice, and it was fucking amazing. I never seen it. I fucking never seen it. I seen Mike do it twice. So what we used to, I can't tell what we used to do. I can't tell the whole play. But anyway, Mike went in a spot to cash a check, right? So when he went in the spot to cash the check, I wasn't going in. I was boss man at the time, so I just had people going in, and I would charge them half, and they would give me my money. You feel what I'm saying? And so all I had to do was put the shit together, put the route together, put the work together, get the people, and get them to the spot. I would get rental cars, and I would go to the spots, and just, and that's what I would do. When they get out and make me that money, and then I just sit in the car when they get back to the car. Bing, bing, bing. So anyway, Mike goes in, right? I'm sitting in the car. So we done hit, right? We done hit 10 spots that day. We done hit 10 spots. That's a lot of money, y'all. That's a fucking lot of money, right? So it's 10 spots. I can do the math on top of my head. It's about 10,000. That's about 10,000 for me. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have less because I'm getting paid off everybody else. But that's about 10,000 for me. So we done hit about 10 spots there. I told you that was that's why I gave all that shit up. I end up going to jail for that type of shit. So if you ever see my record, I do have uttery and forgery charges on my record. So anyway, Mike wants to hit this last spot. We didn't want to hit the spot. We wanted to just go home. Everybody got money. Fuck this shit. Let's go. So he's like, nah, man, I want to get off this last one. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, all right, go ahead. It's free money for me. If he go in there and hit, it's free money for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I wanted to go. Everybody, we have been doing that shit all weekend. We was ready. When you be done hit, you ready to go home and and spend your money, or you ready to go home and get back to your life, your girl, or whatever. Everybody in the car have been away from their families for a couple of days. They got money. They ready to go. You know what I mean? They done bought clothes. They done bought all type of shit. It's like they done went off and had fun, and now they ready to go back home. So we let him go in. He goes in. When he goes in, maybe about 10 minutes into it, we see the police pulling into the parking lot. So what I do is I move the car. I'm already sitting in the car. I move that bitch. And I'm gonna tell you why I moved that motherfucker. Because if he run out that motherfucking spot and run to the car, we all going to jail. So I moved the car so that he don't know what a car is. So if he run up out that motherfucker, my plan is to see him running, to ride up on him, let him jump in, and then we take off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna let you just run to the car, because if the police own him real heavy, his ass is out of gas. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the police pull up. They at both the doors. Now I know the jig is up. I know he going to jail, right? He's going to jail, right? So we sit there for about a good 10 minutes after the police got there. It's time to go. They got him. That's all we know. They got him, right? They got him. It's no sense of us sitting there, because the police are going to start looking in the parking lot now, because they're going to know what car he got out. They're going to look at the cameras. They see us, and they're going to rope the car off eventually. So we leave, right? We leave. We're going back to Orlando, and we actually had a hotel in Fort Myers. Lehigh Acres is a little bit farther south of Fort Myers, almost to Naples, down 75. So we coming back up 75, going towards Fort Myers, going back to our hotel so we can pack up and go back home. Mike calls us, right? So when he called my homeboy phone that was in the car. And he tell my homeboy, hey man, come get me. So my homeboy say, this Mike on the phone. I say, what? He say, this Mike on the phone. He say, come get him. I say, come get him. We whispering. I put the phone on me. He said, come get him. I say, come get him. This nigga got caught. We seen this nigga got caught. There's no way. Like, how is he calling you? So he like, bro, how's you calling us, bro? Like, we seen the police pull up. Like, you ain't get caught. So Mike goes to telling us the story of when the police got there. They tried to grab him. He's wiggled out from the police grasp and he ran out the back door of the spot. You know what I'm saying? He didn't run out the front door. He ran out the back door. You know what I'm saying? He ran out the back door, jumped in a ditch, swam across the ditch because it's like a ditch back there, and ended up in some woods and ran through the woods. And he ended up at some Latinos people's house, right? So I told my homeboy, I said, this nigga trying to set us up. He trying to put us in jail. This nigga ain't did all that shit there. This nigga talking like he fucking Universal Soldier. Ain't no way he got out of that shit like that. Is no fucking way he got out. That nigga sitting in the police precinct trying to get us to come back so they can put us all in fucking jail. He say, no, bro, it sound like he got away. I say, all right, well, tell him let us talk to the people who house he at. So he put the people on the phone. It was some Latino people. They sounded like they was legit. But I wasn't buying it. You just ain't finna get me to go back with these $10,000 that I got in my pocket to see if you motherfucking got away. You got a couple dollars in your pocket. I told my partner, hey, tell that nigga to catch the bus back to the old goddamn it. Because I'm not finna go back and pick this nigga up and then end up motherfucking going to jail or whatever. So my homeboy was like, no, bro, I think he got away for real. So I'm like, ain't no fucking way he got away. It's no way, bro. Like I said, I tell you what, take me to the hotel. So he took me to the hotel, right? When he took me to the hotel, I say, I'm giving you 1 hour to get back here. If you don't be back here in 1 hour, I'm finna get on the bus and I'm finna go back to the old with my money in my pocket. I'm finna clean out this hotel, and me and the rest of the people, we finna get back. We finna get up. We finna catch us a Greyhound, and we finna go back to the old. You can risk going back to see if this nigga got away to pick him up. Take the car, go ahead. He said, all right. So he did. And lo and behold, the nigga got away for real, y'all. Listen, the nigga got away for real. Listen, the nigga story checked out. The nigga, when my partner said, because they ended up making it back to the hotel, he called me on the way back and said, bro, I got Mike right here. And I talked to him. I say, bitch, how you got away, bitch? I say, bitch, I was finna leave you, bitch. You was, hey, it was up shit creek, player. Your ass, I ain't give a fuck. I'd rather be you than me, bitch. You was gone. I told him just like that, bitch. I was not coming back. I thought you was the police. I thought you were trying to put us in jail. I'm telling you this shit now, nigga. He's like, no, man, I told y'all I got away. And the nigga got away, dog. The nigga got away. He actually went to some people's house and they let him in. He was soaking wet. They gave him some new clothes. It was some Latino people in Lehigh Acres. And he got away. And I'm just trying to tell y'all just the type of shit that Mike used to get into, dog. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mike is the type of person you can't hang with him all the time because you're gonna get to some shit that you don't want to get into. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of shit that Mike used to do. I told you it's a funny story. I only ever saw two people actually, the police pull up and them get away. And Mike did it twice, and I saw another dude do it. I can't remember the story off the top of my head. But one of my buddies, I'll bring him on the platform that was there with me. Who was there? He want to come on the platform and tell a couple stories too, and I have him come on. He could tell you some more stories about Mike and the shit we used to go through. But yeah, the nigga got away, dog. The police actually almost had him. He ran and got away, and he never went to jail for it either. You know what I mean? He got away, so that's the shit that Mike's be doing. I'm gonna switch subjects. That was a good story. I told you I got a bunch of these motherfuckers. But shout out to Mike, man. Hopefully, I don't think Mike got life. I think Mike probably got about 10 years or something like that. He stayed in fucking jail. But I call my homeboy later. Matter of fact, hold on. Look, we're gonna do it like this here. I'm finna do it like this here. Check this out. We're gonna do it like this here. Watch this. We're gonna have some fun this Thanksgiving, y'all. Oh damn, my boy. Let me see. Damn, my dog ain't got his phone on, bro. I was going to get him to tell y'all the story, dog. Damn. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can call him like this, you know. Let me see if I'm gonna help y'all out. Cause my boy was there with me, dog, and I talk to him every day. Hold on. No. 1 second. Hold on. I'm trying to call him. His phone went to voicemail. It don't never happen. I hope he all right, because he called me last night too. And I wonder because my dog, but this was one of my dogs that was there with me when these situations happened with Mike. And I'm just saying, I hope he all right because he called me last night. Let me see what time he called me. He called me 13 hours ago. Well, I would think I was asleep. Yeah. But anyway, I was going to get him to tell you about, I was going to ask him how much time Mike had or whatever, so he could tell us or whatever. But anyway, we can switch subjects, though. We're going to switch subject to this Jamie Foxx Fluke because I got it in the title and I ain't got a chance to talk about it. Did y'all hear about you heard about the Jamie Foxx situation, Dre? Dre done put me on goddamn, what's the name? Dre done put me on, what they call that shit? Mute, goddamn it. You know, muted that motherfucker. What we got going on here? Okay. Somebody sent me a video. Oh, hold on, this is my baby. When he was little. My baby mama sent me a picture of my son when he was really little. He's so cute. Straight up. Oh, this was at my house. This was at my house in Indiana. I ain't never seen this video. That was nice of her. Yeah, he's so cute. Yeah, that's my house. That's nice. I appreciate that. Let's talk about. Hey, Dre, what you got going on, Dre? Well, y'all my co-pilot, and you know, Dre, he be juggling them churn. You know what I'm saying? Them churn probably got Dre in that bitch, scratched out in that bitch if I had to guess.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Just getting them all ready, man. Everybody get ready to
I
get on the
told
road and
y'all.
go to my girl parents' crib real quick.
I told y'all. Y'all see how I picked that shit? I do that. Hey, but did you see the situation where they talking about Jamie Foxx got some allegations?
Yeah, boy, that junk crazy. Boy, I was seeing that. I said the Diddy thing came out. Next thing you know, they coming at Jamie, man.
That's what
8
it
years
is.
old.
Man,
I don't understand this junk, man. Like, why? Like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah,
why
listen.
wait 18 years to come out with stuff like that?
Bro, listen, man. Listen, man. You know, listen. Let me tell you something. I told my son, there's two things I better not never hear you did, and that's did nothing to no little children, and that's took no cookies from no woman. That's them two things there. I ain't with it. Like I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, like you don't got to do that, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like they're taking the cookies part from from the women. Like I ain't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like if that lady don't want to give you her goodies willingly, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that I'm gonna condone. And so I don't like to I don't want to gloss over what happened or happens to women every day, young women and shit like that. But this one here sounds fishy as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't at this point I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it. But we're gonna play this clip of it and we're gonna get into it. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too.
Award-winning actor Jamie Foxx.
I want to say this too. Has anybody seen Jamie Foxx? Because I mean, I thought he had this medical situation happen, and I ain't seen the nigga since then. I thought the nigga was somewhere in a cryogenic freezer somewhere. You know what I mean? I thought they had done cloned the nigga or something. Because I ain't seen the nigga. I done seen movies that he done came out with, but since he had that health scare, I haven't seen him. I thought they was definitely cloning him in a laboratory somewhere, and he was gonna come out looking different like the Gucci that came out of jail. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
He been spotted out a couple times. Like I was just on Instagram and I seen him on Instagram. He was throwing a football into a basketball goal and he had the caption Willie Beeman.
So he back, he out, he okay.
He back.
Oh, and I will say this. I'm gonna take the time out to plug Jamie Foxx latest movie. What that movie called? With him as the lawyer. You seen it? You seen it, Dre?
Yeah, it's about Barry. Yeah, him and Tommy Lee Jones. Great movie.
Oh, that bitch is so fire. Oh my God, I love that damn movie, boy. I say, damn. When I saw that movie, it let me know just how great. It reminded me rather just how great of an actor Jamie Foxx is. If y'all ever seen, what's it called? What's the name of the movie, Dre?
It's called Buried. Like you bury somebody buried.
Let me see. Buried. Yeah, I think that is it. Buried. That's it. Buried. Let me see. Jamie Foxx. I'm finna Google it though, just to be sure. Because I want people to go check it out. It's a great movie. With him and Tommy Lee Jones. The Burial. That's the name of it, y'all. The Burial. Go check it out. It's definitely listen. Jamie Foxx do his thing in that motherfucker. It's a legal movie. It's about lawsuits and shit like that. And he played a famous lawyer. I forgot what his name was, but it's based on a true story. And it was a great movie. But let's listen to it. They say Jamie Foxx double impacted a lady, man. I say double impacted because they say he used his finger and the other finger because it's the PG-13 version, and YouTube, I'm in YouTube jail right now. So they say he. Oh, listen, hold on. I'm gonna let my homeboy tell y'all about Mike, bro. This is my homeboy, right? Homeboy. Hey, what's up with your phone? I just tried to call you.
Oh, none.
That bitch said I couldn't get in contact with you. Hey, look, I was just thinking, bro. You remember the time when we were down there in motherfucking Lehigh Acres and Mike went in the store and we thought he got caught, but he got out that bitch. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember? You remember? Hey, what I was gonna do? Remember I was trying to leave his ass.
Yeah.
You went back and got him. You remember that?
Yeah. Hey, what it said? My phone was off.
Yeah, I would say.
Oh shit! I gotta pay my phone. I'm call you back.
All right. Yeah, I told y'all. Look, bro, I don't be telling no lies, bro. Tell you, I was leaving this motherfucker there, but that nigga got caught. That nigga made it up out that bitch though. But anyway, let's listen to what's going on with Jamie Foxx and these sexual allegations. Man, they say Jamie Foxx had one finger in the rooter and the other finger in the tutor. I don't know how he did that. He must be ambidextrous because I ain't never did no shit like that. And you know what I mean? Like for real. I'm somebody that used to go to Daytona Beach back in the days. I ain't never go to Freaknik, but back in the days, Daytona Beach, you used to be getting a little feel and it wasn't sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? We used to do shit like that back in the day. But I don't understand how this lady is saying Jamie Foxx stuck her hand in his pants and he had both fingers and both deputized. That's all I'm gonna say. Deputized. You know what I'm saying? But,
somebody was loose as a goose.
you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But the story is, she said this happened a while ago. I'm gonna let it play so we can talk about it.
A star to face sexual assault allegations. The 55-year-old is being sued over an alleged incident that took place in 2015. He's accused of placing his hands on a woman's waist before moving them under her top and putting his hands down her pants on a rooftop of New York City restaurant Catch at around 1 a.m. Now, the woman claims the actor's security guards and several others witnessed the incident but walked away, and Jamie Foxx stopped when the woman's friend saw what was happening. The woman is suing Jamie Foxx and the restaurant Catch for compensation. It's alleged the woman continues to suffer severe emotional distress and anxiety, humiliation, embarrassment, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other physical and emotional damage. The suit is filed under New York's Adult Survivors Act, which opened a year window to file sexual abuse claims. Several celebrities have been sued under this act, including Diddy, Axl Rose, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, and Russell Brand. We are waiting to hear from Jamie Foxx in response to the allegations. In a separate issue, Jamie Foxx has recently come under fire for comments that were interpreted as anti-Semitic. In a post which has been deleted, he wrote, "They killed this dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Hashtag fake friends. Hashtag fake love." After being criticised for the post, he took to Instagram to apologise, saying, "I want to apologise to the Jewish community and everyone who was offended by my post."
Hold on. That's anti-Semitic? That is anti-Semitic, Sam. They killed Jesus. What you think they'll do to you? That's anti-Semitic? My mama been saying that, used to say that shit all the time. But they lied on Jesus. They, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't what you think they'll do to you. What? Hold on now. We going a little too far here. Can you explain to me, Dre, how this possibly could be anti-Semitic in some people's worlds? Do you understand this?
I really don't, bro. I'm with you, bro. My grandma, my mama been saying that slogan for years. So like, I'm trying to figure out like, I don't know. Your best guess is as good as mine, bro. Because I can't believe that he had to apologize for that, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. You can't say nothing these days.
That fucked me up right there. I mean, listen, man. I have no problem. I'm not a racist person at all. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with anybody personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that all people is all people. You know what I mean? It's bad people in every demographic. You feel what I'm saying? And it's good people in every demographic. But Jewish people, help me understand this. I don't know if we got any Jewish people in the chat. You know what I mean? Ain't that many of us that did it this morning. I understand everybody getting having the Thanksgiving festivities with their family. I get it. But it's just some shit I want to get off my mind this morning. That's why I jumped on live. And plus, I've been slacking on the content. So, you know me, I got to get it in where I can get it in. I don't think that that's anti-Semitic. I don't understand. Maybe he received some backlash off the internet that made him apologize. But I don't think he said nothing against Jewish people. He said the truth. They did shit to Jesus. It's in the Bible. They tell us what they did. So the Bible anti-Semitic because the Bible details these events that happened to Jesus. He was saying it as a cautionary tale. He was saying it as they did this to you. This what he's saying is totally different from what Nick Cannon and all of them was talking about. Even though I don't feel like some of what they said was anti-Semitic either. But I can see why Jewish people could feel some of the shit that they were saying was anti-Semitic. I don't understand how they could take this and say this is anti-Semitic. I don't understand that. I just want to say that. Mine says that too, so I don't know how that's anti-Semitic. I don't understand either, but I'll keep going though.
I now know my choice of words have caused offence, and I'm sorry. That was never my intent. Earlier this year, Jamie Foxx was rushed to hospital after suffering a medical complication that required months of treatment. The 55-year-old shared a message to fans on Instagram saying it's been an unexpected, dark journey. but I can see the light. I'm thankful to everyone that reached out and sent well wishes and prayers. I have a lot of people to thank. You just don't know how much it meant. I will be thanking all of you personally. And if you didn't know, God is good all day, every day. We are waiting to hear from Jamie Foxx in response to the sexual assault allegations. But as I mentioned, there are several high-profile figures being sued under New York's Adult Survivors Act, including Russell Brand. Here is commentator Tonya Buxton's response to how the media handled the serious harassment and stalking allegations against him.
Now, Second British Police Force has initiated an investigation in response to allegations of harassment and stalking against actor and comedian Russell Brand. These allegations emerged after reports by the Sunday Times newspaper and Channel 4 TV's Dispatches documentary program where 4 women accused Brand of historic sex offences. The 48-year-old has vehemently denied these very serious criminal allegations, asserting on his social media platforms that he has never engaged in non-consensual sex. In the wake of these allegations, corporations such as YouTube suspended the comedian from making money from adverts, while the BBC has removed all of its content relating to Brand. Joining me now is author and broadcaster Tonya Buxton. Tonya, what are your thoughts on this whole saga and also this second investigation?
All right, we getting off. That with Russell Brand. I don't know what he did. I ain't. That ain't the content. The content is Jamie Foxx. So what they alleged to happen is they saying that a young lady was at a gathering with Jamie Foxx. She went over to him, started talking to him. He started talking to her. Hold on, my boy Ted. Hold on, real quick. Yo.
Yeah, but. Yeah.
You good? Huh?
Yeah.
No, I was just telling the people the story on YouTube about Mike and how Mike was, man. Mike was hell, wasn't he, bro?
Yeah, it's kind of cool outside though.
Yeah, it's a little cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
damn.
It was two times Mike pulled that move, didn't it, where he got away, wasn't it?
I remember that when it's down there in Lehigh Acres. Bro. I remember that.
Right, in Lehigh Acres.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga Nola did no call. That nigga ain't called in a while. He must be in the box or something.
How much time he got?
Mike caught 15.
He caught 15 years. How much time he done did?
Yeah. Shit, Mike was on the house for like 6 months. So shit, he probably Mike been in that bit by he went in 17. Shit, Mike been in that bitch, shit, going on 6 years, 7 years, something like that.
What he did?
Mike got some burglary shits.
Burglary?
Shits.
Burglary?
Bunch of big, bullshits. Yeah. They took that shit to trial.
And got 15 years?
Yeah, they were trying to give like 7 or some shit like that. Yeah.
Oh.
He took it to trial and they popped his ass.
Oh.
Yeah. Then you know, him and Van, and he went to jail for him and shit with him and Van last time. No, he didn't. He ain't go to jail for that. But he caught 5 years, but he got out of prison. He started fucking with Van baby mama. I said, damn, but y'all some dirty niggas.
So he went to jail with he did a situation with Van, and then when he got out of jail, he went to mess with Van baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
And Van got life.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
Yeah. But she really she was fucking with Mike though, like really fucking with him. Like Mike really came home from prison was straight. Like she had him straight. Like he didn't have to do that crazy. I had got a job with me. He worked with me and Marvin.
Oh, he was working with you?
Yeah, when he first got out, man, Mike got a job, like his first 4 or 5 days out. He came over there with me. He worked that shit by 1 month. And that was it. That nigga running right. Yeah, that girl was fucking with Mike for real. Like she liking Mike. Like
Mike will fuck up some now. You know he'll fuck up. He'll fuck up now.
Yes, he did.
Hey, but I'm gonna hit you back. I'm on live. I was telling the story about the time when Mike had got out of that spot when we didn't think he was gonna make it out that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That nigga pulled one in.
He pulled one, didn't bro? We thought his ass was gone. We had to left his ass, didn't bro?
Yeah, nigga thought he was trying to set a nigga up.
I told him, hey, you talking about some bro? No, I think he got away. I say, man, what I told you, take me back to the hotel, didn't I?
Yeah.
you said, and I told you.
The only reason that nigga ended up fucking with it because you hear in the background, you can hear like it was like a bitch having a party or so. You can tell that okay, that nigga somewhere where he's going to some music at.
Yeah, you were like, man, no, bro. You were like, bro, I think he got away. I was like, shit. I tell you what, you take me back to the hotel, and if your ass don't come back, I'm gonna catch the bus back to the O. And you went back and got his ass. You said, remember he said he had to swam across a ditch or some shit. He ran out the back door. Remember?
Yeah.
And he swam across like a ditch or something. I don't know how the nigga got away, but he did though.
That nigga was at some Chico's house, and the Chico's where he gave some clothes to put on.
Yeah, because he was wet. Yeah, the Chico's gave him some clothes.
That Chico looked out for that bitch. That's stupid.
That bitch stupid. I'm gonna hit you back.
All right, bro.
I'm gonna hit you back. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I told y'all, dog. When I tell stories, bro, I don't tell lies, dog. I told you I don't tell lies. And my boy, he corroborated every bit of the story that I said. Shout out to my girl, Mickey Truth. Hey, y'all, listen. Y'all don't know who be fucking with my homegirl, dog. Well, my homegirl went off the other motherfucking day on this lady, my nigga. And I was actually in the mall yesterday. I was in the mall yesterday walking, and I had my headphones in, and I was listening to Mickey Truth live. I was fucking dying laughing, listening to Mickey read this lady, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I felt the way. I was like, man, this bitch done tried my dog. You know what I'm talking about? But I was listening to Mickey. Mickey was going off on her ass. So happy Thanksgiving, Mickey. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving with your family. I know you said you was traveling this holiday season. So I hope you have safe travels, and I hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving, man. Y'all show my girl Mickey Truth the queen of paperwork, Mickey Facts. Y'all show her some love in the chat, man. But back to Jamie Foxx, man. I don't know what Jamie Foxx got going, what the lady's saying, whether it's true with Jamie Foxx. But being that it's 8 years ago, man, she said, thank you. You're welcome, Mickey. You're welcome. I don't know what's going on with the situation with the lady or Jamie Foxx, but I hate to say this, dog, because I don't like to, you know, this shit happens to women, and I'm sensitive to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with that shit. I don't agree with nobody taking nothing from no woman, dog. I don't agree with that shit. I'm telling you, I don't agree with that shit. So if a motherfucker ever say Marita Boy took something from them, I'm telling y'all, trust me, that's a motherfucking lie. I will pay you for it before I take it from you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need you to be a willing participant in this goddamn freak show. You know what I'm talking about? I need you to be, you know what I'm talking about? I need you to be fully on board. God damn it. I ain't always taking nothing that don't float my boat. That shit is not cool to me. I don't agree with that shit. I never did. I never, you know what I'm saying? For real. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I put them people in the same boat as I put pedos in, me personally. Who, if you're gonna do that to a woman, bro, you know what I'm saying? That shit is no, I will fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? If you somebody that I know, you did that shit to somebody I know, like I'm never gonna agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to take this lightly, you know what I'm saying, of what this lady is accusing Jamie Foxx on. But I got to call a spade, man, and I don't have all the information, so I can't say 100% on whether this lady's lying or not. But I'm telling you, being that it's a long period of time in between it, she's not trying to pursue any criminal charges, only a civil situation. It's looking a little fishy to me. It's looking like a money grab, and it's looking like she's, you know, that she's seen Cassie got a bag and she might want a bag. Do I know that for a fact? No, that's just only my opinion. So don't take that as fact, y'all. That's just only my opinion, and I could be wrong on this. And I hope the lady didn't get assaulted, but if she did, I do think that she should have filed charges against him early on after this situation happened. I don't think she should have let this situation go this long. They said it was 8 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she should have let this situation go this long. And what they saying happened was she saw her and Jamie was at a gathering. Her and Jamie started talking. He then grabbed her and pulled her into a bathroom. When he pulled her into the bathroom, they say the lady said she put trigger warning, y'all. Trigger warning, please. Trigger warning. So cover your ears like you're a little kid, or if you don't want to hear this part. But they say he put his hands in her pants, and he had one finger in her vajayjay, and he had the other finger in her tutor. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, like I mean, like he was double impact. You know what I'm saying? Is it possible? I don't. Maybe yes. So maybe I guess so. But that's a tough maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Like full disclosure, a lot of us men, we done had consensual interactions with ladies, women, and spouses, and we done felt those things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't recall me ever being ambidextrous enough to have one finger in one spot and the other finger in the other spot. Is it possible? Yeah, I guess so. But this is what the lady's saying happened. So she didn't call the police at the time. She's, or nothing like that. Which makes me feel like this is a little fishy, y'all. This shit sounds fishy to me. Just because it's taken her 8 years to come out and say this publicly, and she's not pursuing any criminal charges. Ladies, I'm gonna say this, ladies. If somebody do something to you, please do yourself, women who go through this situation, and everybody a favor and go to the police immediately. I understand it's embarrassing. I understand sometimes these people have the power over maybe your career, or or they're people of power, or anything. You may be embarrassed, or you may be embarrassed of who did it to you. It may be a relative or something like that. But go to the police, ladies. You know what I mean? It's the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna victim shame you, if you immediately go and report this situation to the authorities. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying some people will, but I won't. You know what I'm saying? And I think it looks better on you and for women who this thing really does happen to do it that way. That way we don't have people doubting your credibility by saying that you waited this long period of time for this stuff to happen to you. You get what I'm saying? And I would appreciate that. And I think this would have been a better situation, because if this lady would have went to the police and talked about it as soon as it happened and reported it, and they would have filed charges, and she would have went to the hospital and the whole 9 yards, it would have got rid of a lot of this doubt on her, because we don't know if this situation is true or not. But most people like me who hear about this situation being 8 years ago, we're going to be leaning to more towards that this is a money grab. And it might not even be it's a money grab, but it still may have really happened. And now we feel like with the extended period of time that it probably didn't happen, that she's just making some shit up so she can get some money out of a celebrity. And a lot of times these people settle out of court. And when you settle out of court, that does not mean you admitting guilt. That's a lot of times you just don't want to go through the whole situation. You don't want to have the publicity, the negative publicity around the situation. You don't want to spend a lot of money in legal fees when you could just cut these people a check, cut off the money that you're paying these lawyers, and just get the situation going. Make these people sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and get this shit out of the way. Sort of like what Diddy did with Cassie, but I do believe Cassie was telling the truth, because Diddy sounds like a monster. You know what I'm saying? And since we talking about Diddy, Wale, you let this dude dangle you over the balcony like Big Bird in the 5 Heartbeats? What? Wale, come on, Wale. Like, bro, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm not saying Diddy ain't no gangster, because it seems like he is. But I'm going to try your gangster because you rich and you're a celebrity. Me personally, if you rich and you're a celebrity, I'm going to try you. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to try you. Not try you like just outright try you. But if we get into some gangster shit, I'm going to underestimate you. And I hate to say it like that. I don't try to underestimate nobody, but I'm gonna underestimate me a rich motherfucker because you got a lot to lose. And a lot of times you'll choose not to lose what you got. So I'm gonna try you. I'm gonna press smash the gas on you. Me personally, I don't have the resources or popularity. I'm not a billionaire like Diddy. But even me, who I am, Marita, trust me when I tell you, I would have sized Diddy. You gonna show me something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, like, if it come to like me and you face to face, you gonna show me something. I wanna see. I wanna see if you can fight. I wanna see if all this gangster shit you talking about, all of that type of shit. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't let nobody fool y'all. I know I seem like a nice guy, and I am to my core, but I will fucking fight in a fucking minute, man. I'm telling y'all this shit. You know, and I'm saying, I'm telling you, and I'm not a rah-rah type like that. I can talk shit. But when you face to face with me, I'm going to go in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I'm not afraid to get hit. I'm not afraid to fight. I'm not afraid to none of that shit. Like, I don't shy away from getting hit. Like, I'm like a pit bull. That shit amped me up. I go harder once it's a fight. It's like, oh, yeah, we fighting. Let's go. I bite, I kick, I scratch, I poke your eyes out. I grab Hal. You know what I mean? I put my finger in your mouth and try to pull your jaw off. I put my finger in your nose and try to pull your nose off. I do whatever to win the fight. I'm telling you, I will bite you like Mike Tyson on your ear, on your nose, on your neck, like a Dracula. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm going to win, goddammit. And if I get my arms around your neck, you was in trouble because I'm going to sleep and you going to sleep too. I'm going to lay back and I'm going to strangulate the life out of you. I'm telling you. One time I put that move on a nigga, and the only reason they got me up off them, they said, the police coming. And that's how I end up letting the nigga go. But other than that, his ass is going to the upper room with Jesus. I'm telling you, for real. But back to Jamie Foxx, man. I hope this is not true. I pray this is not. I pray that this is not true. You know what I'm saying? I pray that this is not true. I pray that I'm gonna win this fight, Jax. That's what I'm gonna goddamn do. She, my baby mama tells me, you're gonna bite the nose off. Goddamn right, I'm gonna bite the nose off. I'm winning by any means necessary. Listen, I do more than that. I just didn't tell you this. This is shit that I do. I will grab your private parts and everything. I'm gonna win, y'all. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm going to win one way or the other. I'm going to win. I'm telling you. Trust me when I tell you this. Fuck that shit. Ain't no rules of fighting. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I will bite your nose. I will bite your fucking nose. For real. You know? But I pray that this is not true with Jamie Foxx. Dre, where you at, Dre? Them cheering up. Oh, Dre done dropped down. I ain't fucking with Dre no more. Dre, you with the bullshit. Dre done dropped down. You know what I'm saying? I guess them cheering, he had to go. He said we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. What you say, Tennille? You got to hear the whole story before you can have an opinion about it. I agree. I mean, it just sounds fishy to me. It just sounds very, very fishy to me. Very fishy to me. Shout out to SLK, Something Like Cloud TV, Inglewood. My boy in the building, Inglewood, California. Shout out to y'all. Hey, but I'm going to get off this thing, man. I'm finna get ready to put my little clothes on and hit this Thanksgiving festivities. I hit y'all with 2 lives in the last 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? I've been slacking on the content with you guys, so I had to hit y'all with some content. I understand you guys probably in the kitchen. The women probably in the kitchen getting that Thanksgiving dinner together. Y'all getting ready to, you know, bow down and pray your head over the meatloaf with your family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all running them kids out of the kitchen, telling them, get y'all badasses outside. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get out of here. We've been rocking for 3 hours and 45 minutes. Shout out to Tennille Bowens. That's my girl. Shout out to you, Miss Tennille. Shout out to my girl, Mickey Truth, the queen of paperwork, aka Mickey Facts. Shout out to SLK, Something Like Cloud TV, Inglewood in the building. Shout out to my dog Illuminegro. I love my dude name. I don't know what the fuck he came up with. My boy say he got a tattooed on him. Shout out to Illuminegro. That means the illuminated nigga. My nigga made his name the illuminated nigga. Shout out to Denise. Shout out to Flyboy Michael Fox. Shout out to Nephew for real. Shout out to Dre 6100. Shout out to the Chicks 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Kenny Presto, that's home team right there. Shout out to Black Kids. Shout out to Camille Kimball. Shout out to It's Ashley. Appreciate you for stopping through. Let's see. Well, shout out to Poetry 2000. Shout out my girl Tamara Jackson, aka Peanut. Shout out to AudioCrack 22. That's my guy. Shout out to Music 101. Go subscribe to this channel. I think we got Triple Threat Friday coming up for y'all this Friday. I got to get with Music and Mickey to see what is we got going on. But I want you guys to subscribe to Music 101 channel. I want you to subscribe to Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork channel. And also subscribe to me because some of you motherfuckers ain't subscribed. I know because I be looking at the analytics. Some of y'all be stealing out of self-checkout. Some of y'all come and watch my channel and y'all ain't survived. What is that? Y'all stealing out of self-checkout. Y'all got to like the content because y'all keep coming back. But y'all won't hit the subscribe button. God damn. Y'all are still out of self-checkout. Boy, y'all, it's hard out here for a pimping YouTube screens. I'm telling y'all, bro, I don't really understand what y'all be got going on. Tanel say, I'm done cooking now, just waiting for the family to get here. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Tanel. I appreciate you. I got my Thanksgiving liquor already. I got my clothes laid out. I'm finna get in this shower and I'm finna get I'm finna watch me some football, smoke me some trees. I'm smoking trees today. I'm finna get drunk, eat, you know what I'm saying? And enjoy the festivities, man. You know what I'm saying? My mama's not here. So for those of you who have y'all mama on this beautiful Thanksgiving, I want y'all to appreciate it. Ladies, get in the kitchen and learn how to cook some of this good soul food that your mama them been cooking, your aunties them been cooking. That's a tradition. Y'all need to get in there and learn how to cook that thing so y'all can pass that thing down, man. That's a family tradition, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Listen, this the time of the year where we get to see who know what the fuck they know in that kitchen. Because a lot of these young women be talking about they know how to cook, but they be in that microwave and shit 364 days of the year. This the day right here that we get to see if you know what you're doing. This the day when we get on social media and we see these nasty ass plates that people be like, girl, look what I cooked. Some of that shit be looking nasty. But there's others that be looking like, yeah. That's that shit that look like what Big Mama used to make. Soul food. Come and get your soul food. All right. You know what I'm saying? Everything is for free, as good as it can be. Come and get some soul food. Right now, y'all house supposed to be smelling of the aromas of the different dishes that's done been passed down from generation to generation through the black families that your grandmother done put her toe in. You know that toe with a little bit of rust on it? You know Big Mama got them toes that look a little rusty. But when Big Mama put that motherfucker in that sweet potato pie, that bitch tastes like heaven. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know when Big Mama put her toe in that goddamn sweet potato pie? You know what I'm talking about? That old crusted ass toe? You know Big Mama them got them fucked up feet because they old. You know what I'm talking about? They was Big Mama been living since slavery times. But when Big Mama put that goddamn toe, that magic crusty toe in that sweet potato pie, that motherfucker tastes like heaven, boy. That's what the goddamn I'm talking about right there. This is what this day is for. And I'm going to say this too, man. I got to apologize to the Indians, you know what I'm saying? Because the white man didn't. They had us believing all these years that, you know, Christopher Columbus and them and they was sharing shit and all that. Y'all came over there and slaughtered them people, dog. So I'm sorry, Indians, that we celebrating this day like it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had nothing to do with that shit. Matter of fact, we is the Indians. So they say, goddamn it, all them people ain't come over here on that goddamn slave boat. Some of us was already goddamn here. You know what I'm saying? So this is our goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? Some of us was indigenous Indians. Goddamn it. Some of us was Seminoles and you know what I'm saying? They just stole our history and told us that we was goddamn came here from Amistad. But we wasn't here for no goddamn Amistad. Some of us was already motherfucking here. They just bamboozled us. Like Music 101 say, they hit us with the fluko root and made us think that we came over here on them goddamn slave ships. But some of us ain't come on them goddamn slave ships. Some of us was right motherfucking here, goddamn it. Making that soul food. Good old-fashioned soul food. I'm telling you, know what I'm saying? For real, straight up. So I want to get out of here, man. like, share, subscribe, comment to this video. Hit that like button. Share this video. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving. I love y'all.